Hello, welcome to episode 3 of CNFT Live. This is a random show that we made up to have an excuse to all get together and hang out. So, way back when, what was it, March of 2022? So, it's been over a year and a couple months, and we've got some awesome content creators here. We're also streaming from the Spark Labs YouTube channel, I believe Freedom 35, Atlanick. There may be some other channels as well that are online. So wherever you're coming from, welcome to the stream. We've got, a lot of awesome giveaways. Shout out to, I'm going to miss some of them, but like Stag Alliance, Mallard Order, got MX Bills. We've got Brave Dogs. We've got a lot of awesome giveaways. So just hang out and chat with us. Obviously, always a lot to talk about, even in the bear market. So we'll just be getting thoughts and opinions from, these guys and Chrissy around the table, and we'll just be hanging out for the next while. So let's have a good time. I think most people know everyone around this screen, but let's go ahead and go around the table for just to kind of welcome and intro everyone. Tommy, let's start with you since you're on my top left.
All right, let's go. Hi guys, Tommy, Freedom 35ers, 1/3 of the 3 T's over here. We're a Cardano NFT podcast, been around since October of 21. Do live streams every Monday night with the community, different projects, different founders, and also run a podcast that drops every Friday. I'd like to have some fun over here. So excited to be back for another episode.
Yeah, love it. Atlanick?
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Atlanick. I usually make like a weekly video where we go over some mints and kind of the news that happened that week. And then every Wednesday, me and my friend Clean, we go live. Usually we have a guest on, somebody related to Cardano in some way. And yeah, we just kind of chill, try to make some money.
Yeah, and you see Atlanick and Jason are actually at the same house. They were talking about that before they went on. So yeah, it's pretty crazy how exactly the same position. It's wild. Chrissy and Chronic.
Yo, what's going on? Hey, we have Daily Chronicles YouTube. We've been a little bit absent on that the last few months. IRL been kicking our ass, but we still pretty prevalent on Twitter. Try to maintain our knowledge through, the Twitterverse, Twitter Spaces. So it's a pleasure to be on here with you guys again,
Yeah, hey everyone, we're excited to catch back up. It's been a long time since the first time we did this, so we can't wait to do the second one, see what everyone's up to. But yeah, Chronic and I just like to do Twitter Spaces a lot during the week to cover some different NFT projects, and excited to hear what everyone's been up to. So
yeah, awesome. Jason?
Yeah, Jason, otherwise known as Black is Hot, covers some YouTube content in this space as well. Okay. Can you guys hear me at all?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I'm totally a professional YouTuber that has all my equipment down and has a lot of experience doing this. No, but glad to be here. Mess around with. I'm a founder of Jelly Cubes, Black Investment Group, that sort of stuff, but happy to be here. Thank you, Blake, for helping organize this as well. And, Tommy for getting things going. And it's always nice seeing Atlanick, CryptoHeaps with the amazing mustaches. Can always count on him. And then Chrissy and Chronic. It's always an awesome combo. So happy to be here. And if you're watching today, guys, definitely share the space around. We don't really do this too often. So try to support the different channels that are in here today.
Yeah, and I mean, we have like 1,000 or at least 2,000 ADA worth of NFTs that are going to be given out. So yeah, there's lots of awesome things for you guys too in the chat. I see somebody in the green room, but I'm going to wait one more second and introduce CryptoHeaps. Take it away.
Sheesh. Yeah, I'm CryptoHeaps. I'm just a DGen. I mean, do we need to go any further than that? Just a DGen doing some fun stuff. And yeah, love to be here. Shout out to you all the legends here on Cardano. Let's kick it.
I loved the recycling of the Life of a DGen series.
Yeah.
Always a good watch. Always a good time. Very relatable.
Look, I have like 5+ episodes written. I'm just waiting for the right time to film and pump them out. So
Love
keep
it.
an eye out.
That's awesome. And then we have the other Tom. Quick intro about yourself, Tom.
Yeah, good evening, guys, or good morning, I guess, depending on where you're at. Heaps. Yeah, 1/3 of the Freedom 35ers, and just happy to be here finally because got it up and running. Was having some technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Tom, you're in like reverse mode right now too. I love it.
Oh yeah,
mirror that camera.
No, I'm just sitting the other direction.
I love it.
Oh yeah, the background. You're right. Look at that. Thank you. There we go. Thanks, Tommy.
He's leaning over here.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then of course, I'm Blake, host of BlakeCNFT YouTube channel, and also running the Spark Lab, which is actually minting. Public mint is active right now, so excited about that and getting that off the ground. Yeah, so let's. I thought it would be cool to start off with a giveaway for those that are early in the stream, coming to hang out and support. So we can run the giveaway for. Oh, I mean, also we have an ADA army, of course, from Heaps, so that's awesome. Which one do you guys think we should do first?
Oh, I don't know.
Any
rock, paper,
thoughts?
scissors?
We have a lot of whitelist spots to give away too. We could do one of those if you want.
Oh yeah, keep it nice. Let's tease them a little bit, right? You can't just go full package over here. Yeah, everybody's got to be eased into this a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do 10 whitelists for the Unbothered Wolves second mint, the Lichens. Let's start off with that one. Let's see here. So here's the Unbothered Wolves Twitter page. Atlanick, did you have any extra info on this whitelist?
I got about 5 projects worth of whitelist spots. I haven't dove into any of them, so honestly, I don't know what they're doing. But stay unbothered, y'all.
Love it. All right, then we also have. Man, we could kind of just go crazy on the whitelist, but let's hold off. 10 whitelists for Unbothered Wolves. Let's go to. I guess we can run a Nightbot.
Let's say, do you want to do some keywords?
Yeah, the only again, we're not super. I'm curious how that would work with the different channels that we're running simultaneously. So,
I don't know. We could try it out. Why not? See what happens.
Does Restream have its own giveaway, like picker?
It does not.
Oh.
That's at least not that I found.
You know, we always do these things, and we still have yet to nail how to do this. I love it. No, yeah, why not? Yeah, run a Nightbot over on yours, Blake, and then we can swap it around if we need to.
Let's do it on Freedom 35ers. Let's start with that. Since
Okay.
you guys do a lot of that, you guys are comfortable with that. Let's go there. So you'll probably have to hop over to the Freedom 35ers YouTube channel. So go ahead and hop over there or open up a new tab because you'll most likely need to jump into that chat.
Maybe not. Well, I guess we'll see how this works.
Yeah, we'll find out.
All right.
We can do a little test.
What are we doing for keywords, guys? We love keywords over on the channel. Nick, I feel like, is this the one that you secured over here? Maybe you give us a keyword?
Yeah, we'll do wolves.
All right, easy enough. Let's see.
All right.
Just while you're getting that sorted, Chronic and Chrissy, I got a message from Stan, and he said to say, "What's up?"
What's up, buddy?
Tommy, we're doing ! wolves.
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yep.
All right. So there you go. In the YouTube chat, we're gonna test it on a bunch of. I'm gonna try one on my channel and see if it actually adds me to it. I'm gonna go ahead and say it doesn't, but let's test.
I've got ! wolves running, although let's see. Not getting any feedback though, so we'll see what happens. Oh, that's probably because I need to go ahead and start it.
Starting now.
All right, TJ usually handles this over
We've
here.
done this before.
Yeah, no. It's still not working. So we're just saying
Maybe it does need to be the main. May need to be the main account then.
It could be, yeah, because it's
That's
not
what I think.
pulling.
Yeah.
What's happening is it's not pulling. It's got users in here. It's just not pulling eligible users. So we're gonna see what happens. Actually, I don't know. We'll see. Actually, it says 21 eligible users. Actually, we're good to go. Let's try to run one of these. You're doing 10 of these?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Does it
Yeah,
not
a lot of
pick
people
all
that are
10
gonna
at
have a
once?
chance at it.
All right, speed wins. It's working. There we go.
Okay.
Speed wins. It looks like next
Atlanick,
up.
you want to jot these down?
Yeah, I need a pen. One sec. Never mind. I can type. I'm on a keyboard. What am I doing?
Speed wins. Usually, yeah, you got it up on the screen here, Blake, don't you?
Yep.
All right. Next one
Okay.
says is Gilgamesh.
Yep.
Did that pop up? Perfect. We've got Triple Threat over there with the Chill Kongs PFP.
Boom.
You've got, there you go, Jelly Cube in the house. Moose Slayer. Shout out to Moose Slayer.
Gotta love the name.
Little MFer, Hugs Not Rugs. Ty MMA. I don't know, one of the two.
Hugs not rugs. Love it.
Somebody counting these out. I have no idea where we're at. 1, 2, 3, 4,
I think that's
5,
five.
6.
This is gonna be
Six?
6 so far. J Hub. Shout out to J Hub.
Yes.
Hey.
Let's roll it over here. Next one up. I don't think it will. Panda Bear. And Peter Lion.
So go ahead and what I would recommend is go ahead and sending a DM to Atlanick on his Twitter because he'll have the connection for the whitelist.
I think I got one more. I think there's one more person.
2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, we need one more.
All right, last one is Paul Chavez. Congrats. There you go. There's 10.
Boom.
Easy peasy.
And someone
Beautiful.
did say that they were in on Blake's side and won. Speed, I think, said that.
Oh,
If I
cool.
understood that correctly. Yeah, they said.
Well, so this is the way it's working. As long as the chat is pulling, it's pulling from all of chat, it looks like. So as long as I see who's paired and who's not paired, at least on my side. So
Okay.
as long as if your guys' comments are going into the chat, I'll be able to get
So
them.
the Spark Lab was in there as an eligible?
Let me look. Is it Dusk? No, I don't see it in there.
Huh. Anyways, yeah, I guess I'm experimenting.
I
I'm
thought
just
it's weird
curious.
sometimes though too. Last night I put one in where our keyword was Raven, and I put it as Great Odin's Raven, and it still entered me in the contest.
Good old Garfield lasagna.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's a good way to do it. And also, we can maybe mess around with Twitter too. Maybe get some engagement, get some people following Spark Lab a little bit over there. Pump those numbers.
For sure. Yeah, we can. We'll run a Twitter one here on the next round.
Cool.
Okay, so let's go ahead and I thought it'd be interesting. I know we in some of the intros we kind of shared a little bit, but I thought since it had been so long, I think our last CNFT live was maybe August, if I'm correct. I know it was like a month or so before CNFT Con, and so we were all kind of excited and talking about that, getting excited for that, getting together. Mm-hmm. And now fast forward to May, almost a full year after that. I think it'd be interesting to, I don't know, if anybody kind of popcorn style, I won't put a spotlight on every single person, but just kind of what you've been working on recently, and it can be as simple as like, hey, I'm just working on growing the channel, or it's extra additional types of things, because I think some people in the chat might follow one of us or a group of us more closely than others, so it might be interesting for them to hear, oh, that's what they might know about every person on the screen, but not necessarily what they might be working on in more detail. So just wanted to kind of open the floor to see if there's anybody that wanted to share kind of an update on what they've been working on, or any updates about their project or channel.
Yeah, look, I'm happy to jump in. Going hard. Like, I want to jump in because I think there is like a bit of a narrative, and there's a bit of a shift happening, and there's people, maybe flinging around on other chains and stuff, which is awesome. That is awesome, but I just want people to know that there are a lot of people on Cardano who haven't gone anywhere, still here, still building, and over at Peppermint we are going hard. We're building some really cool stuff. We're continuing to elevate the minting experience. We're continuing to add features, and from what I'm hearing, a bit of a flex. I think Cardano is actually leading the way with how smooth mints can go, and I think Peppermint's right at the forefront. And I'm even learning myself. I'm learning how to, do smart contracts and getting into the coding stuff myself. But I'm the pleb on the team. We got some highly qualified people. Shout out to our lead dev, Steve, who are building some really cool stuff. So we're not going anywhere. We're still, going real hard, looking at, how we can even integrate other chains into us. You can see our pinned tweet up the top there, utilizing credit cards, utilizing, Sol, ETH during Cardano mints, looking into Polygon as well to get that incorporated as well. So we're going hard, and of course that all funnels into, it helps out and funnels, a bit of that profit into 8 Army too. So not going anywhere. And we got a I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but we're also partnering up and getting a website creation for kind of NFTs coming out as well. That's super simple, that people can just pay in a very cheap bit of ADA, boom, website's done. They have absolutely nothing else to do.
That's cool.
They leave it with us. So yeah, we got cool stuff coming. And then the SIP68 with smart contracts and all of that, I think is really going to put Cardano on the map. And I think that we could be seeing a massive wave coming into Cardano NFTs when that kind of utility comes, and when it's very different and better than the other chains. We might see a flood of people on Polygon, people on ETH going, hey, look at these Cardano NFTs doing some cool stuff that is much harder to code. Typically, it's the opposite. People talk about Cardano being too hard, because of Plutus and things like that. But with stuff like Aiken coming, which makes it very simple and easy for people to people like me who are still learning to code stuff on, I'm bullish.
Yeah, that's awesome. Great update. Shout out to Peppermint and what you guys are doing over there as a team.
Yeah.
Dude, can we just take a moment to appreciate all the where everybody's at? You guys are so modest over here, like Blake, Block, Atlanick, Heaps, all y'all. You guys have been putting some stuff out that has been like really shifting the whole space in general. So I'm curious just to kind of see where you guys were at a year ago to where you guys are at now. Like, how does it feel to have an actual project out? Because we're sitting on the side where we love doing the content, but we just don't have currently like the time and the mindset right now between the three of us to be able to fulfill something like that. So from your guys' side, where's your guys' mind shifted, being from the content creation side to now leading a project, and like how has your life kind of changed since then?
Good question.
I'll let Block go first. I think his project is a little bit more of a actual project, like something that he has to kind of, really think about. My project is more so finding whitelist spots and trying to keep people entertained in the space and up to date with everything. And, as things have been kind of slowing down in the bear market, my project has probably not been the best to maybe be invested in.
Oh man, I wouldn't even say that, Atlanick. You're doing a lot of stuff, man, and you've got a great community too that's constantly building stuff. So definitely don't sleep on yourself at all. I guess I'll kind of do like a two-part answer to that. To the first thing that you were saying, Blake, really right now one of my main focuses, and honestly, like this kind of ties in with having a project too, is just finding opportunities for people in our group, right? There's a lot of different opportunities regardless of which market you're in, whether it's Cardano, whether it's DeFi that's been blowing up recently, whether it's this SNEC meme token, right? And right now, the main focus has just been about finding those different opportunities. And I feel like a lot of times, like on my channel, I was really just covering Cardano NFT stuff, which is still my main focus. But recently I have been covering some of these other stuff that our group has been getting into and involved with. And sorry if I'm lagging, it almost looks like I'm lagging, but like Indigo, I just made a video on like DeFi on Cardano, getting into Indigo, how to get into the CDPs, getting into different mints all over the place, really just a bunch of stuff. So even like Bitcoin ordinals, I mean, it's really a time where, because we have more time where there isn't as many mints coming up, a lot of people in our group have been taking this time to like learn about all of the different opportunities and really educate each other on it, which has been cool. As far as like running a project during this market, I think it really is an important time for projects to really deliver on the different things that they're building and find ways to bring their investors and their holders confidence in that project. Because right now what you're seeing is a lot of money kind of flow out of some of these smaller projects and into some of these larger projects as the overall market is going down, as volume is going down. So really as a project founder, it's like, okay, how can we make sure that we keep the attention going during this time? How can we figure out ways to provide additional value to our holders? How can we, make sure that what we're doing is not only feasible, especially in a bear market, but is something that's going to be here in 6 months or still relevant in 6 months? So we have a couple of different things that we're working on. we have like a fun mint coming up this month in a couple weeks that I think is going to be really cool for the space in general, which I'll be talking a little bit more about soon. And with that, we have like our phase 1 of our platform coming out, which we're going to be able to do like different giveaways and all these different things like that. So yeah, exciting stuff. I think it's really just like a time as a founder to really double down and really get stuff out there that people can get excited about.
Awesome.
Yeah, 100%, man. Yeah, with my project, it's you buy it, you hold it. If you have a common, it counts as 1 raffle. If you have an uncommon, it's 3, and if you have a mythical, then it's 10. And those are entries for whitelist spots. And because there haven't been a whole lot of projects minting lately, that's why I said maybe it's not the best time to be holding my project. We're always giving away stuff, even if it's not a whitelist. So right now we're doing stuff. We did stuff with proxies where they gave away one of their necklaces, which you can turn in later for a Bitcoin ordinal. So there's a lot of stuff that's always going to be given away. But right now it's just a little slower because not many projects are really launching right now. And I do think that it's a timing thing. A lot of people are kind of mad, I think, sometimes when these projects sprout up during bull markets and they're like, oh, you're only here because it's a bull market. Well, yes, I think that's actually a good thing, though, because you don't want to waste resources or time during a bear market minting at that time. You know, you can build during that time. I think that's great. I think being a part of Twitter Spaces and anything that you can do with your community during that time is perfect. But waiting for a bull market or that perfect time to mint is really, really important because you want it to succeed. The people buying in want it to succeed. And if there's not volume there, then it looks like your project has a bad start or is a bad project. And that's not necessarily the case. So that's something that's a little tricky, I think, right now, is trying to figure out how do I build without making money or without minting at this time.
Right. Yeah. Heaps too. I wanted to hear from you. And then I had another follow-up question just to that, because it's my mindset in this has always been like, it's been fun to do what we do. But the other part of that is like, what puts you guys to that point where you're like, I'm going to pull the trigger on this. I'm going for it. And I don't care whether it succeeds or fails. I'm taking this opportunity to go ahead and dive in.
Well, I could probably speak to that better than anyone else.
Yeah, Blake. Well, Blake, yeah, I'd love to hear from you too. Obviously,
Yeah.
you're just getting started right now, so that's the topic of conversation for you too.
Yeah, I mean, we're just getting started. Public mint started today, and like, yeah, honestly, the mint's going slow, but I think that we have a product that is here. It's working. It's functional. It solves a real problem that I think it exists in this space where people are getting drowned out on YouTube or content is difficult to find. And so we said, hey, we're going to actually build something and make something that I think brings the content to people as opposed to hoping YouTube will bring it to you instead. Yeah. So, we're out here and we're just trying to provide that value, and we're going to take every single piece of ADA that comes in from each mint, and we're going to put it into the project to continue to make it better. We've obviously got an incredible dev in Thaddeus from Wild Tanks, and we're just going to keep iterating on this MVP that we have. And we're just going to, during this bear market, we're going to take the time to make it as good as we possibly can.
Yeah, for sure. I just commend you too, Blake, for what you're doing right now, especially because it's all of us right here. We're all like partner projects and getting a chance to support and be part of your platform in this growth. And like I said, I think yours is one of probably the scariest too, because you're taking on YouTube, you're taking on the algorithm, you're taking on like the billion-dollar company. So in a sense of the video streaming aspect of it, but there's so much more to it with what you're doing. So I just wanted to just say I'm really happy to be a part of what you're doing, and congratulate you just for getting out there. The project's out, and encourage everybody to go take a look at it if you're looking for great Cardano content. And I know you guys are going to be branching out outside of that. And I've already seen Block's Polygon video on there, so I've been watching some of that too. So, but yeah,
there you go.
I'll tell you what though, Tommy, I think there's been a couple times where you've asked this question, like, oh, I've been on the sidelines, I've been running this channel. So I definitely think it's something that's been on your mind a lot. And I'll tell you what, like, you're extremely, extremely knowledgeable in this space. And I think you can make it work, man. I mean, the market's bearish right now. It's hard for new projects coming out. A lot of them haven't really been minting, but I think it's a good time to maybe set some stuff up and just come up with ideas. Even what Atlanick is doing is super valuable. Just having a place where your holders can not only contribute to you, but you can share different information about your plays, what's going on in your mind, different whitelist opportunities. I think it's there, man. And I think, not every project has to be this massive project, like #1 every single week, like there's a huge space of just people wanting to support what you're doing. And we're seeing that with Blake now too. Like there's people in our group that are like, oh, I support Blake, and they'll mint. And, that's why they're doing it more than anything. So I think that if you can find help around it and people kind of know their expectations before the mint, I think that you guys really should consider it.
Oh, yeah.
As like an extension of your community, basically.
We've talked about it quite extensively. It's just a matter of currently with the market the way it is. It's just not putting something out to put it out. It's, again, timing is a huge thing, right? We've been building this community for 2 years. So if we were going to do something, we would do it in a calculated way. But yeah, I always ask that from you guys just because I'm curious on, how you guys have dove into it. And Block, obviously, you've been really successful. Peppermint's been very successful. Blake, you're just getting started. I'm looking forward to getting, seeing how that evolves because I'm actually personally excited for that. And Atlanick, it's really cool because we originally thought about doing something similar to that. And so I know Chronic and Chrissy, maybe you're on the same mindset of like where we're at with it too, of like where you guys shift it because you guys have got a big voice inside this community as well, especially on the Twitter side, which that is going to be able to be monetized here in the next upcoming future here. So that's a great content and a great platform for you guys to kind of maybe potentially monetize.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Well said. Yeah, definitely YouTube is a special niche. People don't understand how much work you guys put in, how much work goes into it. Just editing videos is crazy. Like you guys know and she knows. So therefore right now it's just easiest on us with the Twitter spaces and with Elon doing his things and paying in crypto and hopefully some monetization in the future. That's going to be nice, but we haven't figured out that piece of the formula to like insert it, make money. It has to be, like you said, Tommy, like not just to put something out there to put it out. It has to have meaning and really like other than like Block, what he did with the Alpha Group and everything else he provides for the community. That's really something that only thing I could have done, like in my heart, been like, yo, I'm honestly going all in with this and I can sit there and tell my community this is what we're buying. Other than that, it's just like, seems like I'm getting pitched something. You know what I mean? But you guys keep doing it, follow your dream. To be creative is very difficult to do. I don't really have that creative sense and the imagination just is not there for me. And she's the creative one. So until it feels right, we're going to be sitting on the sidelines, wishing you guys the best.
Heck yeah. And we like watching too, just seeing what everybody's doing, coming up with new ideas. Like you said, it's hard. You got to be really creative and come up with something that can sustain and can, like Block said, keep coming up with new things to keep everyone interested and excited. And I like seeing what everyone comes up with because it is something hard to do, I'm sure, behind the scenes. So we love cheering everybody on right now and just kind of also trying to get a feel for what might feel right to us. We don't want to do it unless it feels right. And like you, Tommy, it's like you need to have the time to do it too, to dedicate to it. So
absolutely. I would love to do the Alpha Group thing in the sense of my mind, but I know personally I don't have the time to dedicate to that. And Nick, and I big respect to you, Block, for being able to put your I'm going all in on this. And I feel like that majority of the people that are doing something like that need to be able to do that because you got to be able to service the community. So if we were going to do something, it would need to be something that would make sense for our model for what we're doing currently in our life. But yeah, no, I was just curious on how the mindset of everybody is, especially being a year in, getting back to that summer where everybody's already launched something.
Right.
Yeah. And can we get a moment of silence for all the YouTubers and streamers who came out with the collection and I know more collections rug done and dusted, gone. So, there is that side of it. I think there is a lot of work and it sounds like Tommy, and you gotta really think, because I gotta say it's a blessing to be a free agent with no project, you can say whatever you want and you don't have to worry about your project's bags and the community flooding and saying, well, the founder of your project said this about mine and blah blah blah. Block knows it. He knows what it's like. So there's something to be said about being no strings attached. You can say whatever you want without repercussion, and it doesn't affect other people. It's one thing for people to say, hey, CryptoHeaps said this about me, but hey, I don't want my holders to get affected as collateral. So just be careful.
I don't think we've ever considered that angle, Tommy.
What?
Or as far as what we actually say then actually having an impact, maybe having to kind of rein it in on some things. Like you got to watch out because you're no longer just making content, we'd be in this space, whether it's competition or collaboration, when we're looking at some of these projects.
Yeah, we got to be careful talking about Sneck on stream over there. That's why they always got to preface a little nafafa for everybody out there on that, because geez, man, that thing's been going crazy. But yeah, there's a certain responsibility you uphold when you start to get, if you want to continue the longevity in the space. If you just want to jump on every day and, hey, this is the next 10x coin, or this is the next 10x NFT, it never does anything, and then you just keep moving on. I mean, you lose credibility inside the space, and maybe you get views, maybe you get stuff, but it's not organic. And I think that we're here for the long term, and that's what we're always looking to do. It's just we're part of the community at the end of the day. I think that's what we always based on what we did. So as long as we're just like everybody else, maybe we have a little bit more of a platform now because we've been doing it for a while. But outside of that, we're just like, we're the average trader, we're the average collector, and we have fun. And recently we've been having a little bit more fun with some of these meme coins and some stuff going on inside the space.
Yeah.
TJ.
Awesome. TJ in the chat. Okay, so let's pivot to, let's do another giveaway. So we'll do a little Spark Lab giveaway. Shout out to Atlanick for making this happen. But and then we can kind of pass it around. So if any of you guys in the chat want to kind of prep a tweet or something to kind of run on your stuff or on your channel, whatever you want to do, you can go ahead and kind of get that prepped. But what we're going to do is we're going to give away the Stag Alliance NFT. Shout out to Stag Alliance. It's sending right now, so it's not there. But once it's done sending, there you go. I'm gonna put this link in the chat. Head on over to @thesparklab on Twitter. All you got to do is like and retweet, follow the Spark Lab, and then we'll do really quickly, just so that it stays within the chat here. People who are actually watching the show, we'll run a Twitter picker really fast, and then we'll let you know who wins the Stag Alliance NFT. This one actually looks really clean, very nice color matching. It's a solid one. So shout out to Atlanick for helping get that one.
Atlanick, I'd love to hear about while we were doing that giveaway on this. Was it Stag Alliance was one we passed on, but I saw a lot of people. There's a lot of bullish sentiment going into it prior to that with the lore, and a bunch of people inside our community were asking about it. I'm curious, is anybody still a holder or knows a little bit about it? Because we had this discussion about the PFPs versus utility NFTs these days, and can the PFP survive in this type of market? And I was curious on everybody's thoughts while this is going on.
I mean, I really like the founders. I did a live stream with them. It was the most successful live stream I've ever had.
It was a good one.
I saw that.
1,300 people. I gained like 400 subscribers in a day.
Wow.
Sure, some of them were bots, I'm sure, but it was incredible. It was absolutely crazy. So the hype that they had, I was like, this is definitely going to be a good mint. But it was during the time where volume was really low. And I mean, it's still there. So I minted and I flipped instantly. So I'm not holding anymore. It was the right move. I wish that, it wasn't necessarily like that. I feel like this project could have done much better. Like I said earlier, during a bull market, it really could have had some continuation. Some people I know weren't too happy with the art, which surprises me because they were a lot of the same people hyping it up before they minted and sold. So I don't know why people kind of, I'm trying to be PG here. They dick ride a little bit, and then they get their NFT, they flip it, and then they talk shit on Twitter. So I don't know. I just find that really annoying, and it's hard to know what the actual sentiment is because people seemed like they really liked it, and then all there was a lot of negativity. So I don't know. It may be during a bull market it could have done better. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think I don't know. The PFPs thing is people love PFPs, especially in the bull market, especially when it's making the money. But would they like it as much if it wasn't worth any of that value? I know personally, I was big on the Kid Called Beast for a little bit just because I was having some fun in there. Changed the PFP for a few weeks over on Ethereum. It was just having a good time. But that thing was also worth a ridiculous amount of money. So it was a huge flex inside the community. I gained so many new followers, and it was fun to get in different spaces and just be recognized because of that. But had that thing been worth, like Tom was saying over at one time, he was like, if that thing was worth $0 right now, would you still be doing that? I'm like, absolutely not. I was having fun. I was part of the community. It was a little social flex. And outside of that, probably would never, once I was done with it, I got rid of it and I was on to the next. So I'm curious, I know they got their own utility, but the mindset of like what a PFP embodies, especially if you're not like a creator or a brand or a company or not, and you're just rocking that as your PFP on Twitter.
But Tommy, did you FUD the project after you sold it?
No, I haven't. Surprisingly, you could have, I guess, if you wanted to. They had some questionable stuff being tweeted at some points throughout their time. But I mean, I tend to stay away from that. I'm not here to like bash anybody. I think that people that are doing that do that to themselves anyway. I don't try to focus on that kind of stuff. It's just exhausting. I don't got enough time in my day to do that. But every now I like to have some jokes at people's expense sometimes, like everybody else. I'm a DGen on Twitter. But outside of that, no FUD.
You're doing it wrong. If you don't FUD after you dump your bags, I mean,
I need a new update episode for that over there. I need to get the life of the DGen out there. The FUD in your bags after you dump. Can we get that episode?
All right, there we go. I got 6 episodes now.
There you go.
All right, we got 26 entries or 27 entries. So we're gonna pop this in.
Let's go.
Tommy always makes fun of the way that I do this.
What are you doing over there? Oh.
You always make fun of something about the account age or something about not having a description.
Yeah, you need to like make it the hardest one so there's like nobody. There's like 2 people that are eligible for it.
I don't know why this keeps showing up on my Twitter. Trust me, I have not posted anything weird, and it's telling me that I have sensitive content. It's so strange. Anyways, but you saw on my screen at least what were the beautiful Stag Alliance that we're giving away. So, I think that's all I need to do. Continue. And all entries loaded, continue, and draw.
Let's go.
What? Okay. Anyways, all right. Trado is the winner.
Congrats.
Of the Stag Alliance.
There you go.
So I will connect with you, or we'll get on a group chat with Atlanick, and we'll make sure that you get the Stag Alliance. But congrats.
Congratulations.
Goose is saying, how do I get into the giveaway? So there's going to be some
Multiple
Twitter pickers, like basically liking and retweeting, following. There's going to be some things that you type in the chat. There's going to be some different ways, but yeah.
Yeah, for all the giveaways that I have too, I told them to hold on to them. So if you did message them while I wasn't available or whatever, they know that they're giving them away, and they should have them, the project owners.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. Trado, let's do one more. Just Trado is the winner. Awesome. Okay. Next topic of conversation. We're gonna skip that question. I think this was one of Jason's videos. I thought it was a great question to ask, and it's kind of around the idea of what projects in this bear market that you're still holding on to. So there's been so much. It's kind of like a revolving door. There's projects coming in, people going out, buying, selling, trading, secondary, excitement, and then the next second, again, as Heap said, fudding the bags afterwards. So like, what are some of the projects that you have either minted and held the whole time? Ones that you have like minted and then you're like, oh, I need to, this is a time for me to accumulate more. People are sleeping on this, undervalued. And I thought Jason's list was pretty good on his channel the other day. So I thought that'd be a fun question to kind of go around and see, like, it's always good to hear from other people, other perspectives, what projects people are like, hey, I'm riding this out for the long term, and I'm excited for what they have going on, and inform and educate us on why we should be paying attention as well. And I'll just, anybody can jump in.
That's a loaded one. Pump the bags. Who's ready?
Yeah.
This one's easy, I think, for us, Tom, especially for holding.
Yeah, I mean, y'all go.
No. I was going to say Beat Boys, but then I was just joking. But,
I mean, it's pretty easy to say Clay. Clay was my first like blue chip that I bought. I kind of got a big bag. I have I think 5 lands left still. I got a large in the, not Bake Nation, Sonic Village next to the lake. So, I'm hoping that those kind of go a little parabolic. I'm nervous, like Block said in his video, about the metaverse though. Like, even though Clay is my favorite project, metaverses just haven't been it. So I don't know how they're going to break that narrative, if they're going to be the first to break it, or if they're going to be just another one to fall into that narrative and maybe slowly fall away. I don't know. Maybe the Clay Nations themselves can still do good. I'm a little nervous about the lands though. I don't know how it's going to play out. So that's the only thing that makes me a little nervous. But Clays are what I'm holding the most of as far as like ADA total amount. And I was holding a lot of equine, but I recently liquidated a little bit just to try to, deleverage, because I'm just getting nervous. Things are taking too long, and I'm getting nervous.
I don't know. I'm looking through my Pokey app right now to see what my most held collection is right now, just to see where I'm at. Like, and see if that matches up with where my head's at.
I don't know. I'd say, Tommy, probably the one we've held on the longest now, besides the clay, would be Yummy, that we're still
I was already typing it.
in and following closely.
Yeah, I still got a ton of those. I think I got like 50 something plus of them, but I think that's a good one for me, like personally, as far as like if you're looking for something potentially that also has an option to run, like up there, a little nafafa for everybody. Don't take my advice out there, but with a product that's been, a project that's been around for two years now, they're still building out there. They've got a very marketable brand out that is can translate into Web 2 super easy. They've been at Comic Cons over in London where people don't even know they're an NFT project. So they've got that aspect going for them, which is always fun. And one thing I would love to see a little bit more from them would be a little bit of the marketing on some of their NFT products, not just the actual pictures of the Yummy, because I think those are great. But I do believe with that card, if they can nail and execute that experience of opening a card pack with the animations and making that nostalgic feel, because Pokemon unboxing videos go crazy over on YouTube. So they can capture some of that and then, make the things fun, make the game. It's essentially they're coming out with a Discord game. They're coming out with the actual card game. And then eventually down the line, the adventure game that's going to be, pushing in. That's a little ways out. But I think for me, that's one of the ones where I have a lot of conviction in it because I'm interested in it. And then I could go into so many others. I love Old Money and Mallet Order are two of the other high ones on my list.
I'm right there with Tommy as far as the Yummy goes. I mean, he pretty much said everything you can as far as how much we follow it. I know anyone that watches our show hear enough about Yummy. Clay recently with the recent releases, I know that's something they've been working on is a 3D world, but at first when I heard that, I just wasn't too excited. Just kind of seems like, oh, what are you going to be able to do? Just run around as your Clay? What is that? That's cool. And what I've seen lately though has been a lot more impressive than I thought, and there's also a lot of potential there to really grow out that world. Especially with just like similar to Yummy, they have great branding, great marketability, I think. And I mean, that's been seen already with the attention they've gotten, from big names. So those recent videos, though, have really got me excited watching those.
Yeah, there's also Boss Cats. They're building a marketplace that's going to be multiple chains. So I thought that was pretty cool as well. I think they're going to be bridging like Polygon and Cardano NFTs all onto like one marketplace. So I was thinking about trying to buy into Boss Cats during this dip, because if they do pump again, I mean, we've seen what they did before. It might be hard to get another entry in. No FOMO, not financial advice, but just some thoughts going through my head.
Yeah. Great
The
word.
mindset on Boss Cat shifts so much. I feel like over there that the fact that they've weathered the storm for long enough, everybody gave them so much shit when they first came into the ecosystem, and now here people are just like, all right, you guys did your thing. We're still here. You're getting rug us, and you're continuing to build. I've definitely done a 180 a little bit too on that project.
Yeah, I haven't personally kept up with Boss Cats in a while, but I've had some people say I need to check them out again. In that video, it's kind of, I have like a unique perspective in a way, because like I'll cover content and look at projects. I'll talk to a lot of projects. And then with running a project, like I know everything that goes into it. So there's like a lot of factors to like actually make a project successful long term. And it's one of those things like as a project founder, you're trying to think of things that are going to allow you to be relevant, that are going to generate revenue, that are going to build your overall brand and community, that are going to get attention, that are going to drive excitement. And a lot of times when you're looking at these different ideas out there, like what I've come to realize is like how the feasibility level, as well as, okay, is this actually something that is going to work and have a lot of interest? So like when I was making the list, I had like a top 10 list. I think I had, as far as like long-term save things, I think I had like Space Buds, Clay Nation, Ape Society, Dead Pixels, Mallard Order, Mutants, as well as Dirt Birds. And then I had to include Jellies in there. And I'm trying to see what other project. I even included Goofy Gophers recently, Mining Club. Mm-hmm. Like some of the ideas that I had with it is like in this bear market, if this continues, there's going to be a lot of projects that kind of get to the point where like they can't come back. And I've seen this happen with a few projects where they'll even come out with something cool, but they're so down low and so many people have been trying to get out of them. It's really hard for them to have like a reversal. So right now, a lot of the projects that I'm paying attention to are like, okay, are these guys going to be here in 2 to 3 years? Because if they are, then that could be your 10, 100,000x, because now you're just basically you're capitalizing on like the overall market just expanding way bigger than it is. Like right now we have 300 to 500,000 ADA volume a day. In the future, ADA could be $5 and we could be having 10 million ADA volume a day. So getting into some of those projects that are going to be here when that comes, you're basically getting like a massive leverage gain on simply holding ADA. But the problem is, guys, like a lot of the projects, like they don't make it that far, and it's really, really hard to do so. So, you know, something like Space Buds, the narrative of that is so strong that even if they don't do a lot of stuff for their specific project, like maybe they should sometimes, like that narrative is really there. Like when I look at Ape Society, they have such a strong community and they're building so many different things, and they're really good at getting people to pay attention to their project. So even in a bear market, like they still drive a lot of attention and excitement. You know, and I guess Boss Cat does too, so I've got to look into them. And, you know, Mallard Order, they're the kings on Twitter. You know, they get so much engagement every single month, every single day. The amount of posts they're doing is crazy. So really right now it's like, do I trust their team? Do I think they're going to be around for a while? Do I think they're grabbing attention? And do I think what they're building doesn't require a lot of capital, but at the same time can generate them revenue, is feasible, and can build their brand? You know, and I'll see stuff like Clay Nation. Like I really like Clay Nation because I think that team is very solid. But even in my video, it's like I have yet to see metaverses really do well because there's so much capital that's required to build them. And then on top of that, your main challenge is to then get people to go into a metaverse, which is then competing with major games.
Right.
So it's like that to me is a little bit more hard feasibility wise than, let's say, something like Ape Society coming out with different platforms with Avatar Nick, who's really good at coding, and that is going to generate revenue directly that I know that they can market to. I know that's a long answer, but that's kind of my thoughts right now.
That's great. Some of the ones that I've been paying attention, or just that I've been holding for a long time. Yummy Universe is one. Not crazy bags in any of these, but just like, hey, like enough conviction to like, I did some spring cleaning, you know, a couple of weeks ago, and just like, list, and probably not the best time to do that, but it's like, hey, I ended up scraping up a lot of ADA. It's like, okay, let's start moving this back into stuff that I like, or just get the passive staking or the passive ADA rewards on that. But like, you know, Yummy Universe, a lot of the gaming projects, because again, I kind of agree with Block and some of the other people as well, just on how difficult it is to have a metaverse succeed. If it does succeed, okay, now we're talking, it's insane, and I'm still holding some of those. But gaming, I think, is really getting close. You know, I've bought projects, you know, like Cardano Warriors, for example. I haven't necessarily added a lot to my bag, but just like thinking minted in May 2021, still working, still building, and like now, you know, they're getting closer and closer to being ready. You've got like Chains of War, who are, you know, working and building. Again, there's a lot of capital that's required there, but like, you know, that's something that's exciting to think about. Equine NFT. So it is kind of moving into more of those types of projects for me personally. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the game and the thing, in my opinion, like just like you said with Equine, that's one of our biggest holdings. Still, we didn't sell a horse yet. We have like 34. Like Nick said, it's been a long time, and I'm getting worried. But Chrissy and Stitch, they do a space, and Fadukin and them, we know they're building. We know who they are. It's just whether or not they can garner enough attention in the marketing, you know, aspect of it to like get all the eyeballs on it when it does launch. Because they had so much hype, you know, last year. Now it's like it might not launch till June, July. You know what I mean? It's like, how are we going to get eyeballs on them now to, you know, get this catalyst started and people wanting to start playing the game? You know, that's the question with everything, especially in a bear market. I think it's going to be fun and all that, but it's going to be that's the telltale sign for a lot of these projects. Their presence is not there to the point where it needs to be there. I mean, look at Block Owls right now. I mean, it's one of the best art, animation, has plans for the future, whether this game Jabberzy is in the glitchy block hours or that, but like it's just about getting enough people. If your community is small and your collection is small, how are you going to get new people in? You know what I mean? You got to reward the holders, but you also got to get, some new liquidity coming in. And that's the thing that I think a lot of teams and projects fall flat on, and it's easier said than done, right? And that's why, like, when you do have, stuff like We Love, obviously Ape Society still, Clay Nation, it's nice that they're out there. Lena and them was doing a space today. Clay Nation and Junes was doing a space with some gentleman. I'm sure he was important. Or whether Congo and Block's doing their thing all the time, or Congo's on his own thing. Like, it does mean a lot for these project heads to be out there talking about their project, talking about other projects, and just, getting that excitement still around you, the person that we believe in, or the project, in my opinion. So the next 6 months is going to be really interesting, in my opinion, especially on the gaming aspect. We just have a lot of impatient people. You guys know the stock market and markets are a means to move, money from the impatient to the patient. So the longer you can sit back and just not have to capitulate and sell your bags, the ADA bags, the NFT bags, the better off we're going to be. You only need 1 out of 10 to hit, so, in order to make them other 9 losses, disappear, in my opinion. So hopefully the Bulls coming soon, because I'm ready to start playing some of these games like y'all talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've been, just like you guys, like watching through the bear, just what projects are working, which ones are out there, trying to keep the hype going. I'm sure that's the hardest thing during a bear market, is keeping hype going, getting people excited. What are projects doing to market? That's going to be big, especially if they're going to be a game. What is your marketing plan? What's your marketing strategy to bring more eyes into your project? So just asking those type of questions to the project founders and keeping up on what they're doing is big for us right now. So we've been doing, like Blake said, just kind of minimizing what we hold, really just holding strong on the projects that after this long that we've been in with are still out in the spaces, still building. They're still here trying hard. We've got, Ape Society, Equine, we've got Clays, we've got Block Owls, we've got Mallard Order, Ugly Bros, Introverts. We're really honing in on those projects that we feel like we can still talk to the founders. They're out there building, and we see something for the future for them. That's really all you can do. And then as the months go by, you just up to your own discretion, do your own research and make sure that it's something you want to stick with, because we don't know what's going to happen in this bear. You don't know what projects are going to make it and what aren't. So just keep researching, keep listening to different spaces and YouTube channels, and hopefully we can all get out of this soon, hit the bull market.
Let's go.
Let's go. And shout out to the chat, everyone popping in. Shout out to CryptoKev for recognizing the mullet. Right. Still bit of Aussie left in me, but someone Patrick was in the chat. He said, "Let me tell you about real game development." But he also said, "Will any NFT collectibles be here in the next 2 or 3 years?" And I think definitely yes, 1,000% yes. And we're seeing it happen now with all the people who are still building and going hard despite the bear.
I think
I had a question. Sorry for you, for especially Chronic and you, Chrissy. Fahad Dukan, bit of news, put a tweet out. He's selling all his bags. He's getting out of here. Bye Cardano. Bye. What was it? 7 million evaluation. Does this, change how you feel about Equine or the space at all? Because one of the biggest whales in the space going night when it comes to Cardano NFTs.
No, I seen that too. It was like almost 5 million ADA bag, and then come to like his trade floor was really high. No, I don't. I think he's just bought way too many NFTs. He's got one of them wallets that don't load up on Pool PM. So I think I just trust in him and the team that whether or not it turns into anything, Heaps, it is what it is. We kind of came to, waited too long, almost 18 months now. So we along for we're gonna ride it out. Zero a hero, bro. With that one, you feel
Love
me?
it, yeah. And I'm in the same boat. Like I just don't have it in me to sell at crazy losses. And if anything, I reckon right now's the time to load up on those blue chips, load up on the projects you like that are still here, Because if the project can survive through here, I mean, they're going to thrive through the pool. That's what I'm thinking. On financial advice, let's go.
Exactly. Oh, sheesh.
Also, I want to give a shout out to Mutants and Dirtbirds. I don't think we covered them yet. They're also creating a Fortress Labs. So they're going to be giving more information on that later in the week or later in the month. I'm not sure exactly when. But also Mutants have their newest PFP coming out on the 4th. So that's something to look forward to. And who was the other project? Old Money. We didn't shout out Old Money. So just wanted to give them a little shout out.
Big shout out to Old Money.
So many great projects, man. When you really break it down and think of them, it's just we in such a crazy market right now. It's hard to look through all the fog. But the collectible question, I know a kid called Beast. We're supposed to be able to claim like the collectible, like if that's what you like, a little collectible thing. Like on other things, they're definitely a little further along. But Ape Society's doing a deck of cards, right? That's a collectible, so you gotta burn a couple items, build a couple items, and burn it to get a deck of like poker cards. So, I mean, we're on our way with SIP 68, I think.
Yep. Do we want to run another giveaway?
That time already, dude.
Yeah, we got it. We got to keep it moving. But we always have too many NFTs unless we're going to be here for 5 hours again, which I don't think any of us are planning.
When's the snack giveaway?
Tommy, take it away.
I'm good.
No, did you want to do the MX?
Tag, Tommy, just 3%.
I had a queue up for actually a mallet.
Oh yeah,
but
let's do it.
Yeah, up to you guys. However
you want to share?
Do that.
I'll let you share your screen or whatever.
You can be eligible for that one. I'll share a screen. Let me see if you'll
giving away a mallard order, folks. That's correct.
I love mallards. I want to get in.
Great giveaway.
Well, Heaps, our rule always is we can join our own giveaways, but if you win, then you have to go buy one and give away both of them.
Double it up. Yep.
So I'll buy one.
You'd have to buy one and then give.
No, you just lose.
Yeah, you just lose. Yeah, you have to buy one and give one away and give the one away.
Yeah. It's never a good thing to go ahead and do that.
Well, I mean, it depends on who you are. I mean, if you're the person that wins it in the chat,
like to give stuff away.
For sure. Well, no, not for us. It's never a good thing for us.
Yeah, 100%. The tweet just went live, Blake. I think I just put it over there. If you can put it in chat over there. The stipulations on this, guys, just make sure you go ahead and retweet the tweet, and then make sure you're following us, Mallet Order, and then Spark Lab as well. We need to, like I said, pump those numbers over there, and then obviously all the different content creators and everybody inside this space. If you're not following them, make sure to follow them over here. Big shout out to Demosthenes, Nemesis, the whole team over at Mallet Order for gifting this over there. They were part of our early journey last summer when we got into them a little bit right before they had dropped the invitation letters. TJ got one of them out of the three of us. Super jealous about that, so I decided to buy one on secondary. Then once the puzzle started to come out, Tom we jumped in as well for the invitation letters. Invitation letters. Well, I don't know what I just said. Either way, but no. Yeah, but the fun part about Mallet Order too is like everybody thought they were this cryptic like cult and stuff like this, and like they were playing like the theme, especially before people knew who Demosthenes was, jumping in Twitter's faces, and we would always seen the holders chat and how they really conducted themselves. So we kind of knew early on we had like big conviction on who these guys were, and then to see them kind of just take off the way they have once Demosthenes did make that first appearance inside there, he's obviously become a huge builder inside this space. They've run amazing events. I just saw Blocky. We're up there in NFT NYC. Doing the gallery, that looked like a really fun experience. It was cool to connect like the IRL like Web 2 people as well to the Web 3 portion of that. And it was just fun for us too. Our personal story with them was we got to reveal Demosthenes like actual like face on our first video stream or on his first video stream live on our channel. So that was
ended up being a duck.
Yeah, he ended up being a duck. Essentially. But no, these guys have gone hard in the paint every single time. The hashtag Mallard up over here goes, you see them on the top of everything. I think Sneck edged it out over the last 24 hours. Rightfully so. They've been going crazy, but these guys are always up there and they know how to build a community. I definitely feel like they're one of the projects that are going to be here long-term, that are going to make it through no matter what. And they're constantly delivering stuff. So I know they had a little bit of a delay on their deliverables, but this announcement stating that they wanted to put out a quality product before, releasing anything to anybody. So I'm really looking forward to this. This is the project for me. I also still hold my letter to this day, hold a few ducks, some relics, looking forward to it. So what about you guys? What's your guys' thoughts on Mallet Order?
Dude, I really like them. I did get to meet Demos in New York, which was cool, and we talked for a little bit. Really smart guy, passionate. I think that he's a really great founder. He's in spaces a lot. I mean, Mallard Order checks off every box for me. There's not that many projects that check off every box. I mean, they really check off every box. So yeah, I don't own too many, but it's a project that I would like to get more involved in for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Anybody else over there? Because I know a lot of people did. What were your guys' like initial impressions in Versus, and how has that kind of maybe changed, or has it changed since they first came out?
Well, I know
Yeah, you go ahead.
I know when they first came out, I was super late with their invitation letters, and I think I was even typing in our group chat. I was like, I don't think that this is going to continue to go up. And the Freedom 35ers, they were like, "No, you're crazy. Like these are going to continue to do crazy, like amazing things. Like you're wrong." And I was like, "You might be right, but the price is like way too high. It was like 2,000 or higher ADA for one of the invitation letters." And I don't know what it peaked at, but it got up there, and
something like that.
yeah, it was wild. And so I was just like, I missed it. It's all good. And I'm just not going to get in. But I did buy one. I got one for 800. It was like a really clean one. So I think the floor was 700 when I bought it. But I just bought one recently, like last week.
Nice.
So, I liked the video Block was talking about. But you said something, Block, where I think it was with the Twitter API where they couldn't get access to that anymore unless they wanted to spend 40,000 a month. And I was like, whoa, well, if that's going to delay a lot of their things, I got a little nervous, but I still like the project. I feel like they're going to figure it out. They're not just going to quit because of that. So the underlying games change.
And they can, for those that don't know, I think Mallard Order, they're coming out with the Raiders Guild, which is all about, getting engagement to other projects that sign up, getting them to tweet at them, all that stuff. Like Twitter changed their API that used to be free. And now they're basically saying, hey, we have two packages, $100 and then $42,000 a month. And the $100 one doesn't really do enough. So I don't really know what they're doing. I know for us, we're trying to work around with some stuff. You can use, unauthorized APIs and, different scraping if you want to scrape. But it's definitely something a lot of projects are going to start dealing with. Like they were supposed to actually shut it down already on the 1st. I don't know if they have pulled the trigger like on Twitter's end, but like Subber, Atlas, some of these other sites, like they're going to run into Twitter issues pretty soon here. And I think that's why they kind of are delaying things just to make sure that they don't come out with it and then all of a sudden it doesn't work. It's probably what is going on.
I didn't even think about that actually, because I know we run like the bot over in our channel where that stopped doing our tweets, and then we logged in and realized that it wasn't going to accept it anymore because they didn't want to pay those fees. So I didn't even put 2 and 2 together with the Raiders Guild. That makes a ton more sense now.
That's what's happening. So, and I mean, it's delayed us too. That's why I know this stuff, and I've talked to him, and I've talked to other people. It's really crappy what Elon is doing, honestly. Like it's really hurting a lot of developers because their $100 version it does not do crap, honestly.
Yeah.
So you even had like major news channels, like I think it was like NBC was like, we're going off Twitter because of this. Like there were a couple other channels out there because it is ridiculously expensive now.
Yeah. Wow, man. That's actually pretty crazy to hear. So
I'm even just curious who can even just sustain that, like where that's even a value to. I mean, because $40,000 is outrageous.
I think what they're trying to do is bots. So Twitter bots, they use the APIs to make a bunch of posts, to like a bunch of stuff, to comment under everyone. So I think what they're trying to do is stop botters or make it more expensive. But I mean, anyone that's trying to develop something that uses Twitter APIs is kind of in trouble as of right now. Because even if you do web scraping, they can easily break that at any time. And then you're going to have a product that is kind of flicking on and off. So we'll see what ends up happening.
Jeez. All right, guys, I know we've been talking about this for a little bit. You want me to go ahead and get this run? Anybody else? Last minute, go ahead. Freedom 35ers. Looks like the
Get in there, Heaps.
Just liked it right now. I don't know if he's jumping over in chat, but he sees it now. So yeah, big shout out to the Mallard Order. Big, huge thank you to them as well. They always show up. I will say that about them when it comes to supporting the different creators inside the space. We did their first live stream with them. They gave up 2 invitation letters when they were like at 3,000 plus ADA Florida. That's in a duck on that one stream alone. And they always come delivering value. And I love the one thing about them is that they minted their one collection. The invitation letters were airdropped for free, and they haven't sold you a single thing since. And they still hold the value that they do. So that just shows the quality of that project right there. All right. Well, let's go ahead. I'm going to run this Twitter picker. Let me get this reloaded over here since it looks like we got a few more people. So we got 60 plus people.
Awesome. Good luck, everyone, including myself.
I'll pull it up onto the screen here in a second. I just got to go ahead and make sure I'm typing. You don't want to see me do that. Blake, what should be the rules on this? Should we make it hard for people's banners and stuff like that? Should make them work a little bit?
Make them work a little bit.
Or be nice.
This is big time.
Let me make sure I'm spelling the Twitter handles right too. So everybody, make sure you guys are following all these different accounts that we got here: Mallet Order, Spark Lab, and us. Because if not, you're going to be ineligible, and I hate when I see that. And then don't unfollow us right after. Just hang around.
And if you do win it and floor the mallet,
if you floor the mallet, can you guys see the screen?
Yes.
All right, so I've got the tweet loaded up right now. One winner. We're gonna take away a. What should we take away? We'll remove one of these over there. Maybe a banner. Or just okay. No banner. We'll give you a 50 tweet count over here, and you can be in the last month. So that's pretty nice standard over there.
It's generous.
So very generous. Looks like we loaded up. You got 59 people eligible. Demosthenes, if you win this, you got to double up. That's the rule over here.
You got to double it up.
I don't know if he'll agree to that one. All right. And I hate showing that people are rejected, so we'll leave that. Nice.
It's just a heartbreak when you see that.
It is. All right. And the winner is live. No way.
Wow. Yes. No, roll it again. That's hilarious.
Blake secretly over here just like, yo.
Yes. I just wanted to see it. That's all.
That's hilarious. Impressive. All right, one more time.
That's
Joe
amazing.
Guy over here. Congrats. That's going to be the winner.
Joe Guy.
Oh,
Big
wow.
win.
Oh, man. I'm going to go ahead. Congrats. On the
Everybody's saying wait in the chat.
Blake, do you have a mallet, Blake? Do you have one?
I don't. That's why.
You got to get one.
I know.
Blake.
Damn, I feel bad that, maybe we should.
Hey, Demo, hook up Blake. My homie hook up Blake with a mallet sliding into a BlakeCNFT.
Oh, that was funny. Oh, that was worth it. That was worth the entry.
That
was good.
I'm
so this is why we always have to. No shade to Tommy, but this is why we always have so many leftover giveaways, because it's like we're ready to run a giveaway, and then 15 minutes goes by because we love talking about that project. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, hey, it's a good way to go ahead and catch up with
yeah, for sure. I totally agree. Well, it would not be a CNFT live, or it would not be. It'd be not smart to not talk about the Beam coin mania going on right now. We got the Pepe coin, we've got Snek, and we've got pretty much all the other copycats. You've got the OG like Hosky, and Snek and Hosky are going head to head. It's a crazy time out there. So yeah, opening up the floor again to kind of talk meme coins, talk maybe some positions that you guys have or don't have in them, or just your general outlook on. Normally when it comes to a bull market, there's kind of a season for meme coins, and those things kind of take off because everybody's euphoric and they're like, yeah, we're just gonna. And this is a kind of a unique situation. I don't know if this was happening in the last bear market, but it seems like it's kind of a unique situation where these types of coins are pumping when not a lot of other coins are really doing that. So, anyways, again, that's kind of my intro to this transition, and you guys can add your thoughts.
Oh man, did anybody buy in pre-sale? Here on the panel. Did anybody get in?
It was too early in the morning. I
Nobody?
didn't think it would happen.
I was about to say, it was the worst time for me. 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. That's literally the hours I'm asleep. So no, I know a lot of people in our group got in. What's his name? Goofy Crisp is actually in our Discord, and he told everybody. But yeah, unfortunately, I was asleep at that time.
Thanks. I'm the only one on the panel who is a degen enough to be up that late and send in some ADA and take a fly. It worked out. I threw 250 ADA because I just had a sale, and I didn't think twice about it after that. I just kind of left it alone, and it was like, if it goes up, it goes up. You know, you see Pepe doing its thing, and you always want to have a little bit of fun. The only thing that I had going on it, I guess, the only conviction I had was that SNEC was such a fun name. It was super stupid and simple, and that meme inside the Cardano community means a lot. Like it's an organic meme inside the Cardano community. So I feel like if it had a potential, like at least, you know, people would kind of rally behind that. And then once I saw Goofy Chris, I started researching a little bit and realized he was the one behind this. I'm like, this dude's like a big part of the community. He's going to put his reputation on the line behind something like this. It's not just going to be like an immediate like failure, at least in my mind. That's how I looked at it. And then once you looked at like the holder distribution and the way they had set up the tokenomics, you started like people are like, it's actually set up pretty well. The way they've done this. And it may have room to run. And they had the little hiccup with MinSwap by putting the policy ID out on Sunday a little bit early. So someone had got the pool already on that, and they swapped it over to Sunday Swap. And from there, it just feels like it doesn't stop. It just keeps moving up, and everybody's like, "When's it gonna go down?" And I mean, it's still got to remember it's a meme coin, but it's been a fun ride, and the memes and inside the community, and just the overall sentiment has kind of been a little bit more lighter, I guess, since this has kind of dropped, and I'm sure this is going to inspire a ton more. We had Dean, I know that was out there. Purr was out there. Beans, there was a bunch of them, but this one has been the most successful so far, and it's been kind of fun to be a part of.
Dude, I honestly love it, man. I think it's so needed in this space right now. I feel like there's like no mints this month, really. You have Spark Labs and then you have Jabaziz, but besides that, there isn't too many things going on. I guess you can throw in ADA inmate cells in there too.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that this was just something that was like really exciting, really fun. It checked off a lot of boxes. The SNEC was already memeable. It was a good name. The distribution was good. How they ran everything. So I bought some. It was one of those situations where I was like watching it just go up 3-5x. I even made a tweet like, "Oh man, I feel like a bystander. I'm watching this, not knowing when to get in."
Yeah.
And for those listening, like, meme coins are PvP at the end of the day. It's like, what are people willing to pay for this? And you have to be very careful because usually the people that win were in really early, that got into the pre-sale or saw it right away. So be careful when you buy it, guys. But yeah, I think it was just something that really grabbed a lot of people's attention. I was seeing people from ETH and VeChain starting to talk about it too. So it was really getting a lot of traction from other chains. And I bought like 2,600 ADA worth yesterday because I was just kind of tired of sitting on the sidelines and wanted to be a part of it. And right now I'm at a little over a 2x. I'm just kind of holding it right now. Some people think it's going to flip Hosky, which Hosky is like a 12.5 million ADA circulating market cap. So I think that ends up being around like 0.000016 or something if SNEC gets there.
Do you think, how much legs do you think this thing has? I mean, obviously snakes don't got legs, but this thing's been slithering up the charts over here, man. And I don't know, there's planned utility too. It's not like this is like maybe like the evolution a little bit of like the meme coin, at least on our side, because we are a smaller community compared to other chains. And we maybe have the option to kind of drive and change the narrative on what a meme coin is. Because I know, like I said, Goofy Chris doesn't want this just to be, all right, guys, we had some fun, and then it just went to zero, and then it disappeared. Like I know he's just some planned utility to it. So what are your guys' thoughts on like meme coins or like NFT tokens becoming like the new like meme coin for the next bull run, and just maybe NFTs and crypto in general?
One thing I'll say, guys, so like meme coins are like relatively new on Cardano for whatever reason. But like on BSC and like some of the Binance Smart Chain, for those that don't know, like meme coins are a very popular thing. Ethereum too. Like you had Pepe go on a crazy run. Most of the time, meme coins, like I'd say like 9 out of 10 times you're going to lose 100% of your money. And then sometimes you'll randomly have these big ones that run. It's all attention based though, like how many people are paying attention to it. And the name of the game in a sense for meme coins is, do you think more people will pay attention to it in the future, or do you think the most attention is right now? So if they can keep increasing their attention, get people from other chains to pay attention to it, if they can really make a brand out of this, be known as like one of the top early meme coins, then there is some long-term potential for it to run. Or it's either going to have like a lot of long-term potential and go crazy and kind of be like a Hosky of the space, or it's going to end up being a situation where like after a week, no one cares about it and people move on to the next thing.
Right.
That's kind of my thoughts on it.
Look, in your experience on, BSC and Ethereum, how many of these meme coins have actually bothered to add utility, like Goofy plans?
Like most of them are meme coins because they don't have utility, right? They're kind of just like really focused on community. You have some bigger ones though. Like I think Floki right now is the third largest meme coin. You got Doge, then you've got Shiba, then you have Floki. And Floki has cool things where you can buy gift cards, a lot of different merchandise, stuff like that. So a lot of them don't end up doing any like serious sort of utility. It's more so like, hey, let's see if we can blow this up. Let's see if the name is good enough. Let's see if we can make enough memes about it. And let's see if we can garner a community that's really getting the word out there, tweeting about it, rating tweets, stuff like that. It is kind of like a Ponzi scheme most of the time, where it's like just hoping someone gets in after you. And that's why you have to be really careful. But what's really cool with SNEC in particular is like the team didn't have any percent allocation and over 90% of the tokens are already circulating. So you're not going to have this token that just has insane inflation every day. Like even Hosky, I think like 80% of the tokens still aren't circulating. So you're just going to have so many more tokens over time. What's nice with SNEC is like all of it is pretty much already out there. So if they can just keep getting attention, and I think their followers on Twitter went from 1,000 to 3,000 within the last 2 days. If they can keep getting more followers, even their holders went from like 400 holders to 800 holders to now like 1,700 holders. So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, eventually this is going to peak, but we have no idea where it's actually going to go. And yeah, it's a very degen thing at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think these things they could go crazy, but it's so early, and we've seen how long it takes for these NFT projects to develop what they want, and we've seen them go through their crazy phases and then dump. So I think you're definitely going to want to sell at some point, and then there's going to be a good entry to get back in. And if you want to get back in, then get back in. But I really think that you should be looking for a place to sell at some point. I don't know when that's going to be for SNEC. SNEC's very early. Pepe's already at about a 550 million, close to that roughly, market cap, and Sheeb is at a 6 billion market cap. So I think kind of just put that into perspective from where Sheeb is and think, maybe it could go to 2 billion, maybe it could go to 3, maybe it overtakes Sheeb. That's what a lot of people are saying. I don't think so personally. Sheeb's been around longer, has more time for developments, has its own NFTs, all this stuff. And, Pepe is still kind of in that discovery range of finding itself. They're not even sure. I was listening to his Twitter space and they were like, we're not sure what we're going to do necessarily. So it could be this, it could be that. And everybody's just speculating. But right now there's nothing. So there's going to be a time to get out. And then if it does do some developments, there's probably going to be a time to get back in.
Yeah, developments are boring. People get bored when development's happening. So it takes time. It's like the equine. I noticed Patrick was like, equine are taking too long. It's like, yeah, games take a long time, and yeah, I think you're not wrong there. I didn't realize these meme coins actually build shit and actually have utility. So that's pretty cool. And I hope that SNEC can do some fun stuff.
That's the hope. You'd like it to see it stay around, similar to kind of how Hosky has remained and stayed in the community, even though it's, that was our really early big meme coin. So you'd hope that they kind of continue to build on that. Seeing them be so popular, I'm sure there's going to be some people tempted to come in just for cash grabs. But yeah, I'd like to see if there are going to be meme coins developed, we can differentiate Cardano in that way where they're meme coins and they're fun, and that's a lot of the community side aspect, but they also do have those uses and do have that stain, they do continue to stay in the community and engage and develop, as opposed to just coming in, taking liquidity and running out.
Yeah, that's the trustless a part of the meme coin itself too, right? Is that most of the time it's just some anonymous person behind there who's looking to make a quick buck and then get out real quick, right? And in this case, you've got a community holder who's been a big part of the community beforehand, and he's putting his name behind this and looking to maybe change the narrative. So it definitely is a little bit different. And I was looking back at the holder thing you were just talking about, Block. I remember even last night when the Discord opened, the holders were at like just under 1,000, and they're over 2,000 now. In the last like 24 hours. So that's an insane amount of growth. And what it's doing too is it's also attracting people from other chains. I've seen some people kind of like, oh, what's going on in Cardano? We've heard about Pepe. Well, now Snex's doing its little thing over here. You guys, how do I get into that? How do I create a wallet? What do I need to do to enter the ecosystem? And yeah, it may not be like the most legit method that we value over here. Like, hey, you need to get into this project because it supports the Cardano ecosystem. But hey, it got you over here. And now you get to explore because maybe you took some profits. So I think I'm having fun with it. And at the end of the day, you just need to know whatever it is that you're investing, whether it's a legit NFT project or not, just be, responsible with what you put in, and with the anticipation that it could always go to zero. Degen responsibly.
Yeah. And I think it's cool. Like, I've actually noticed a lot of people get interested in it. And for people that don't know, like, Pepe on Ethereum went on a stupid run, like one of the craziest runs ever. And usually you don't see this until a bull market, when a lot of retail investors come in that don't know about Cardano tech. They don't know about the difference in blockchains. They're just looking for something that's memeable, that's fun, that they can relate to. And like last bull run, like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu were two of the largest gainers that you could have made out of any investment in the world, pretty much. And it just goes to show that, like, we can, as people that are like long-term visions in the space, like, we really believe in Cardano as the tech and the blockchain and a lot of future of currency and stuff. But a lot of people don't really care about that in the next bull market. A lot of retail people, they don't even know what crypto is right now. So there is like a lot of opportunity to make money with these different meme coins. And most of the time, the founders, they have all the liquidity, all the LP tokens. They'll just randomly sell them. They'll dump, they'll rug the whole thing. It's dead in a minute. But this project, what's interesting is they didn't keep any for the team. All of the ADA they raised went directly towards liquidity. And one thing that's interesting is they only had 112,000 ADA worth of liquidity, but now there's around 650,000 ADA worth of liquidity, which is actually more than Hosky. And they haven't even incentivized this with like some sort of token inflation, right? It's just people trying to get into the trading fees and support it, whatever. So we'll see where it goes. It's either going to be one of those things that blow up and get a lot of people from other chains and other places in because they want to see what's going on. But one thing's for sure, you guys are going to see a lot more meme coins come up over the next couple months here, and most of them will not be a Snex, so just be careful. Most of them are going to have some sort of cash grab aspect to it, in my opinion.
When JPEG? That's the real question. Now feels like the perfect time for that right now, right? Capitalize on it.
That'd be crazy. Let's do another. We're coming close somewhat on our time. I want to be mindful of that. I think the other major one we want to do is the MX bill. So we'll save that for the end. And then we've got a giveaway from Atlanick. We've got a giveaway from Chronic and Chrissy for this wave, and then we'll do the MX bill after that. All right. So on the first item up for bid, and the bid is free, we have Chrissy. You guys, Chronic, Chris, you guys want to talk about this one? I hold a giveaway.
Yeah, it's just a few of our homies. It's 25 ADA mint. They're still minting right now. It's called Twitter Spaces. It's just artists. It's Dizzle, Crib, or 4042, Awesomeness JL, and I hold. It's just called Twitter Spaces. Chrissy scooped up a few to support the friends, and again, it's minting now 25 ADA, and we're just gonna give one away. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a great little musical track that you guys can have your rights to, have the IP to. We love listening to it. We play it on our Ape Society space a lot of the time every week, and it's just a good jam. So yeah, we're excited to give one away and support the fam.
Awesome.
Yo, was that the song they all did up in over at NFT NYC over at the Mallard thing too?
No, I don't think that was it.
Okay.
But yeah, they did something here recently on this one, Tommy. It's pretty cool.
Dope. Yeah, I know Mallard put one of their songs on their website too.
Yeah, they keep coming out with some things.
Dope.
And then Atlanick had another giveaway, but he just left. So the other one, I don't know if he's prepped his tweet yet, but he also had a mutant mice to give away. Ooh. So that is a pretty big one as well. The mice do pretty well on secondary. I think maybe around 300 to 400 ADA floor. So we'll kind of do these in tandem, kind of do a 2-for-1 here. yeah, when he gets back, he can launch that. But just be prepped for that one. So let's let's talk for a little bit, and then we'll pop back to these and run the giveaway. So this is one of the ones I just linked it in my YouTube. You can also just go to Chrissy's Twitter account, and then you can enter retweet, follow Spark Lab and Chronic Chrissy.
I'm just whipping one up real quick too from the 8 Army.
Yeah.
If you want to,
we'll do a 3-fer. Why not?
Yeah,
Awesome.
let's go. Just to keep things moving.
Yep.
That's
Yeah. We'll do the 8 Army. Yes. Definitely.
Ooh, 8 Army too. I know 8 Army. You guys have been giving back, right? Doing some distribution of some ADA back to the community, right, Heaps?
Yes, 100%. Sorry, I was just filling out the tweet. Yeah, look, 10% of Peppermint profits go right back in there. I'm a big proponent of you have a limited amount of time in your day. So if you're a creator and you have multiple things on the go, there are pros and cons, and there's some things that benefit. But at the end of the day, when I'm coding, when I'm working on Peppermint, it's taking away from the time that I could be with the 8 Army community. So that's why we just thought that was the right thing to do. And I also wanted to think of, how can I give inherent value to this NFT that's not speculative? And this was one way to do it. And it's awesome. And people have been loving it. And as you guys know, I got the stupidest goal in the world to put more money back into ADA Army than we ever took out from mint funds. We'll probably be the first and probably the only, because it's stupid. Why would you do that? But it's fun. And I think we're over a quarter of the way, maybe, which I think is really cool. So yeah, we're moving forward. Continuing to get those airdrops out, and it's a very good feeling every time to reward those holders. And I'm actually very proud of what we've done. I think when you look at us launching in 2021, and if you look at most OG projects, I think there's a very small list that are kind of still here, still active, above floor, so long out. Like, I think we're joining a nice small exclusive list, and I hope to continue to kind of build our legacy along the way. So yeah, loving it. Things are going well. Shout out to the 8 Army community. A lot of diamond handers, a lot of legends. So cheers. And I'm about to tweet that out now. I'll get you to drop the link in.
Yep. And we've got this awesome mutant mice. Like and retweet and follow mutants for that one. So you can win this awesome mouse.
Yes, sir. Anybody going to be minting the new PFP collection using the mutant tokens and burning the collection?
Well, I had a great chat with them, Mike and Rish, and they are very convincing. And those guys are big holders, and a lot of people in the chat were big holders. And the one thing I asked was like, because they're doing a burn event, as you were just saying, so it's like, are you going all in on this? And they're like, every single one, like boom, going into the new one. And I was like, wow, that's it means a lot to come from, the team, obviously, but like all the chat and the different community members that were in the chat were like, yeah, we're all going into this one. So, it's a pretty hefty entry if you're starting from zero, like myself. So it'd be like buying 2 of the different collections off the floor, which is like 350, and then like 500 mutant, which isn't that expensive, like 28 or something. But yeah, that's like a 758 a mint, 808 a mint. So maybe the floor will be more generous and won't be that expensive. But yeah, it's seems pretty enticing, and the art looks great on the new ones.
Yeah, I minted 3 mice and the 3 toads, and I was still holding. I had 4 crocs at one point, but I sold some of the crocs during the run up. Sold some of the toads during the run up too. So I'm going to be probably taking all of mine and doing the same thing. I bought some mutant early on, much higher price before the unfortunate hack happened. And so if you didn't get in yet, you can get mutant for way cheaper than most people did. And, I bought some while they were 700 ADA. So, I think it's a decent entry if you haven't gotten in. I'm not going to say it's like worth it yet, because I don't know everything that's coming. But, I think 2 for the price of the brand new art, and they're also going to have brand new utility for it, which I think could hype it up. So I think it's worth it.
Yeah. I know Blocks had some good conversations with the mutants team.
Yeah, those guys are builders. I think mutants are builders, dirtbirds are builders. They've got a really talented dev. I don't know exactly what they're doing with Fortress, but if it's what I think it is, I think it's like solid ideas that we've thought of, on our end. But yeah, I like Andy too, man. I think those guys are always doing good things. It'll be interesting to see how this mint does, just because, like you said, I mean, it's 800 ADA. That's a lot. And I think, with mints, you want to try to get people from that aren't in the ecosystem into your ecosystem if possible, depending on how you're setting things up. So we'll see how many new people end up getting into their ecosystem from this mint and what they end up doing. I think the big thing with mutants and dirtbirds and some of these projects is figuring out how to drive value back to their holders. Like Heaps does a good job in the sense it's like, okay, we mint something. Okay, well, a portion of that, goes to the ADA army, right? Like that makes sense. Like I can see how their developments are directly providing value back to holders. What's hard sometimes is like having a token, whether it's derp token or a mutant token, it's a little bit harder to do that sometimes. It's a little bit harder for that value to drive in, even with raffles. Like when mutants added ADA for their raffles, there was less demand to have mutant token. So mutants and dirtbirds, they're making a ton of revenue right now, more than the vast majority of projects, which gives them a lot more capabilities to do additional things. But I think the big thing is okay, how do you drive that back to the actual NFTs themselves? And I think if they can like lock that in more than just, oh, here's a mutant token or whatever the case is, then I think these projects are going to absolutely skyrocket. So that's the big thing I'm looking for, especially with how they set up with their fortress. Like I think Dirtbirds, they made a ridiculous amount of money off of alley cats, which can help the project do more things. But it's like you didn't really necessarily see like a direct correlation with their success and all of that revenue with their holders. So I think that's the big thing that I have my eyes on.
Yep. Fair enough. All right, so let's draw these. I believe I sent them all in the chat. You can also, before I do, just go to ADA Army. It should be the first tweet up there. Go to Atlanick's profile at Atlanick. It should be the first tweet up there. And then Chrissy's at kpetrick2017. Go there really quickly before I start drawing these, and then we can keep the show going.
And are we gonna have time to do all of the whitelist giveaways? By the way,
I don't. I wasn't planning on it, but if you want to,
no, it's all good at not. I just wanted to, because those projects may have anticipated being shouted out, so I'll at the very least say who they are, and then I'll give them away in my Discord at a later date.
Yeah.
So let me go look at that list.
And can we pick Lua? Shout out to everyone tuning in and commenting. Shout out to Lua. He wants to be picked. Let's rig it.
All right, so one winner. We'll do no banner, 50 plus, 1 month.
Generous.
Don't don't say it. You know what? And Tommy's too nice, so we won't show rejected. And winner for this is Rubik's.
There you go.
Love it.
Congrats.
Win the I Hold NFT.
Woo-hoo.
Congrats.
Awesome. Good to see someone who's been around the space for a long time get one of those, and then we'll do the mutant.
What was
I wonder if Twitter Pickle will be around after the API thing, or they're going to pay for it or something.
How are we doing the winners though for Twitter? Did they just message us, DM us on Twitter, or okay?
I would probably message them first, just because people get a little sneak attack with that. I'd probably just message them first.
Yeah.
So maybe hold up that screen, Blake, or at least shoot them a DM.
Well, that was yeah. Sorry.
For the next one. Sorry.
I just know I know Remix, so I just kind of skimmed past it because I knew that was him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll hold it up a little bit farther, a little bit longer. Mutants 1, like and retweet, boom, boom, should be the same. Continue. 41 entries.
Let's go.
Cafrezo. C.A. Frezzo. Cafrezo is the winner.
Congrats.
There.
There you go.
Congrats on the mouse win, whatever. Is it mutant mouse? There we go. Is that good?
Cool. Yep.
All right. And then the ADA Army. Do one more, and then at the very end we'll do the MX bill. Okay. We'll ride this out. Follow ADA Army NFT and Peppermint _NFT.
That's the worst part, too, is trying to get that part right.
With an S on it.
NFTs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My bad.
Also,
No, it's all
guys,
good.
please check and follow the people that are watching today. These are a lot of giveaways, and honestly,
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys get all these giveaways. That's a lot of stuff. So definitely like, follow Blake, CryptoHeaps, Atlanick, the Freedom 35ers, Chrissy and Chronic. You know, these guys are all doing amazing stuff in the space. So and it's hard to make consistent content, and these guys are doing content wherever they are, improving the space. Like it's awesome. Oh, awesome! Share one, sweet.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sure, boy.
Let's go.
Sweet. Let's go. I love it when there's like, it's definitely not a bot who won and people know him.
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome. Congrats, Justin. You got that one, Heaps?
Yep. I'll DM him.
Awesome.
Perfect.
All right, those are the winners. Congrats. Okay, so I've got two more talking points that I think would be. I think one that has to be mentioned again is just kind of future outlook on NFTs or just the crypto space in general. I know it's all speculation. I know we're all just giving our best guess, and who knows what's actually going to happen. But I am curious to hear, like, are we right in the dead center of the bear market? Do we think that there's something on the horizon that we can look forward to? Are we just like, I can't even get myself in that headspace right now? I'm just, got my head down and just grinding what I'm working on or the content that I'm making. I just want to kind of open the floor to see what people have been hearing, what people have been seeing, just on the outlook of the entire space in general.
I mean, I'll open it up positively. Is that I'm kind of like we take this time for, I feel like, granted at the same, for where we're at. Is that when I remember when I got into Cardano, I was a little later. I got in when it was about $1.41 back in 2021. So I'd missed that initial wave that a lot of people were in on. And I remember making purchases at $1.50, $1.40, $1.20, and I was sitting there. I was just like, man, I would kill for this to get below $1. I would kill for this to get below 50 cents. And we're here right now. And if you still have that same conviction, and that applies to all these different NFT projects too that are here building, we've seen a significant decline in a lot of the floor prices for some of the biggest projects that I feel that are going to be confident are going to be here during that next run. So in my mind, I look at it as a positive that, like, hey, enjoy the time that you're here right now, because there's going to come a time again where we're going to go back up. And you're not going to have these opportunities, and you're going to look back and be like, what was I doing during this time? Was I just idling by? Was I being negative? Was I just ignoring it completely? Or was I like finding opportunity? Was I enjoying the community and building and just getting to know people? And I think in my mind, it excites me just personally, because I know I'm stacking up on a bunch of the projects where maybe, I took some losses on them, but I've also been accumulating a lot of the ones that I missed out on way back when. And so for me, it's been a fun time to kind of accumulate, and just, it's been nice to decompress a little bit. Yeah. It's like, if you get lost on Twitter, it's easy to what the world sucks, it's burning down. But at the end of the day, it's, I think it's a good time to disconnect too, and just maybe reevaluate why you're here in the first place. So I look at it in a positive light. And I know that the stuff comes in cycles, and it may not be the same cycle that we're always used to as the world kind of gets it more mass adopted and as regulation starts to make its way into it. But we know that this does operate in a cycle, and at some point we're going to move on a different trend. So I don't know. I look at it as an opportunity.
I agree. I think it's a great opportunity. I mean, this is the time that you can really educate yourself on NFTs, more on crypto. Go dive deeper into things, learn more about DeFi. If you're interested in degenning and flipping, learn more about that and listen to those spaces. If you're a diamond hand holder, you can build more with the community and think about what you want to do maybe with the IPs that you own. There's a lot of things that you can do, so many different avenues that you can go down. Right now during the bear, it's really a great opportunity to meet more people that you may not be able to talk to much in the future. Meet people who can help you, educate you with, say, even development if you want, or art or music or anything. This is a great time to connect and to figure out yourself and what you want to do in Web3 before it takes off again. So I agree with you, Tommy, everything you said. It's a great building time that we can use, because we know that this is going to go somewhere. We all have been here long enough to believe in crypto and believe in Web3. So we're excited.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of enjoying the bear market. I've used this as a time to self-reflect, and I wasn't bringing in a whole lot of money trying to do YouTube full time. So You know, my brother came back from college. He just graduated, and it's been a long time since I've lived with him because I moved to England when he went when he was in high school, and when I moved back, he went off to college. So it's kind of been like 7 to 8 years since I've really seen my brother, and he moved back in, and he's been, you know, working out a lot and kind of on his own grind. He wants to start his own business, and it kind of reminded me of like a younger mentality that I used to have. So he kind of like rejuvenated a lot of stuff in me, and we've been working out together, and I've gotten a job doing valet. I'm trying to become a manager up there. I'm trying to like get my mind out of this space a little bit just to focus on some new things in my life, and then taking that money from this new thing in my life and bringing it back to here. Because I know when the bull market is back, there's going to be so many projects hitting me up for this and that, and I'm going to love it. I'm going to want to be a part of it, and I'm going to need to spend that time with them. And hopefully by that time, maybe I can be in a more stable position. Maybe I can leave this job. Maybe I keep this job. Maybe, you know, whatever. But I think it's all about, you know, bouncing around and keeping it moving. I think when I started making Polygon content too, people started getting a little upset, like, oh, I thought you were only Cardano. And I consider myself a Cardano maxi, but I don't think it should ever be that way. I think we should constantly be trying to adapt and constantly be trying to learn new things, because if we don't, then we're going to miss other opportunities. And if we were like that to begin with, then we would have never given Cardano a shot. So that's just kind of where my mind's at lately.
Yeah. Love that.
Big fan.
Yeah. I relate to a lot of what you said, Atlanick. Just, I think right now is a time to develop yourself. It was kind of sometimes I get into like these little like silly inspirational things I like to share with my group. And I basically said, kind of short here, I know the market in the NFT/crypto space is pretty tough right now. It's the worst I've seen when it comes to CNFTs, but I wanted to remind everyone that there's always opportunity to develop yourself regardless of market conditions. I said although there might not be as many plays in the market, there's always a play, and that play is self-improvement. You know, and I really believe that, whether that's going to the gym and improving your diet, whether that's learning a new skill, starting a new side hustle, whether that's expanding your knowledge and, you know, learning about DeFi, whether that's spending time with your friends, going on trips, you know, reading, learning, whatever the case is. So I think for me, like, when you run a project, sometimes it's hard in a bear market because it's like you spend so much time and energy on something and you realize like this market is not guaranteed. And I think that like puts a lot of stress on your shoulders, where you're like people are really counting on you, like your community is counting on you. They want you, they're believing in you, even in a tough time. And I think that puts like a lot of stress on founders to really deliver and just recognize that, hey, like you need to deliver in this market because, you know, just like the real world, you know, maybe 5 out of 6 startups fail. And the NFT side of things, maybe 99 out of 100 fail. So it's one of those things where it's like you really have to, you know, double down on your conviction with what you're doing, and not second guess some of the vision that you have, but also make sure you're open-minded enough to be adaptable in this market. So that's what I've been going through, just like having a mindset of like, hey, enjoy the process, have fun with it. This is a journey. You know, people are trusting in you and your journey and what your vision is for the project, and really just trying to do the best you can so that even if it does fail, you can say, well, I gave it my best shot and I know I gave it my best shot. So that's kind of like the mindset that I've been having on in this market. And, you know, we'll see what we're able to achieve on our end. And I'm always hoping that, you know, projects and relationships that I have in the space too, like if I can help them in some way, like I'd love to be able to help. And, you know, yeah, that's pretty much the summary here.
Yeah. A lot of stuff I could piggyback on, but I think the two words for me, and this was one thing that I mentioned, Heaps, shout out to Heaps for having that, bullish in the bear market Twitter space. And one thing that I mentioned there was conviction. Because I think a lot of us on this screen and everybody in the chat, right? Like we're still here because we have conviction that the tides are going to change, that all the work and effort in whatever capacity that's been for you specifically is going to pay off, whether relationally, financially, in whatever way that you're hoping it to happen. And, you know, we can't put a specific time on it when that's going to happen. But, you know, we've all been putting so much capital time wise or just emotionally, mentally into this. And so that conviction of like, you know, we're still going, we're right there, and kind of just trying to keep the hopes up, keep the vibes going. And then along with conviction then also comes this idea of patience. And you know, it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to be you know, unless you're Snack, but even then, right? It takes a lot of time and preparation and planning, and it's not just gonna magically appear. And so kind of having those two things in mind has been one. And I think, well, if I could add a third one, consistency too. At least personally, just for the channel, it's like you have to stick with it, and you've got to show that consistency, because just for your own like sticking with it, and also just people, I think, appreciate that level of like, yeah, and this person's going to be here and they're going to stay here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and look, I like what everyone said, and I agree with like pretty much everything. And right now is a time for opportunity. It's a time for networking. It's a time for friendships. And look, it's still a time for fun too. You got Snack coming out, going silly. There's fun stuff happening. And I think we got to remember why. And I think a lot of us, why we got into Cardano is probably, you know, Charles, it was probably the video of, you know, on the board, the tech, you know, what is behind it, the decentralized nature, the massive community. And yes, I know that's a whole thing that we missed with in terms of do we get support from the higher ups, whatever. But when you look at the tech side, and that's really what separated Cardano from Ethereum, from all these other blockchains, were VCs and the tech and the underlying tech. And we were late to the game when it came to the NFT tech. And when you look at how Cardano is kind of made, and I already touched on it earlier with Plutus being a barrier, but that's about to end. I strongly believe that Cardano can really rise to the top, and including and especially the NFT side. I'm actually very bullish on the kind of medium, longer term future. But yeah, look, it's always still a time to have fun, and you know, risk and reward. Right now, most of the people who come in later, it's like the people who wish they were in the Snack pre-sale, right? We're in the pre-sale right now. That's how I look at it. And when things kind of come back up, you know, everyone still here has a massive advantage. So I'm feeling good. Let's go.
Let's go.
Anyone else have final thoughts?
I just wanted to add on. I know conviction is definitely a big part of it, but also just, you know, stick to the game, trust the process, because especially now we talk about a lot how down Twitter can be, some social media when it's slow like this, and just getting bored as well. Just sometimes looking for something to do, like, oh, well, I'm just going to start trying to mint something because there's nothing else going on. And don't always make those stupid plays, because you want to make sure you have that set up for when, you know, if there is that next bull run, you didn't waste that ADA for stupid things just because you were bored at one point on silly things. So still make the smart plays and stay involved. And especially like you said, Nick, getting involved in some of these other blockchains too, where there's maybe not, you know, maybe you don't want to get involved fully or jump all the way into the community, but, you know, paying attention where you can make some money and build some of that and keep your wallet getting, you know, keep growing your wallet. So when those bull markets do come, you have that ready to go. Because it's like you said, you know, you wouldn't, same reason we're not just in one NFT project. You're not just going to buy full in all one project, never buy anything else. You shouldn't do it on any crypto blockchain, I think, as well. You should take some time to do some research and look at the other opportunities.
Yeah, definitely don't be scared to try new things, new blockchains, DeFi projects. You only learn by, most people only learn by, I only learn by doing it, failing, succeeding. And it's time in the market as well. You can look back on that, you know, previous win or loss and reflect on that and do the opposite. I've been in Cardano since like I bought at 9 cents, wrote it down to 2, all the way up to 310 without selling anything, just looking at it every day. So, you know, that previous experience, the last bear, is going to help me succeed in the next bull. So we're here, we persevering. It's just being patient, not losing the eye, you know, not having your eye off the prize, because it might lull you like they do. They grind you down and make you try to sell before it's time. And right when you sell, the shit boom. So like you said, Blake, it resonated a lot. You know, you got to be consistent no matter what you do, whether it be the YouTube or be in a space, because we dedicated way too much of our time in here to this give up, you know, right in the time where we should be, you know, accumulating, having the most conviction, you know, stacking our bags, wealthy is, you know, made in the bear market. So I'm looking forward to it, man. Whatever happens.
Love it.
Jeez.
Let's go. Yeah. Also, shout out to Heaps again. I just want to say thank you for setting up that bullish in the bear on that Sunday where there was 300 and something plus people for Cardano showing up on a weekend. So that was definitely bullish over there. I think we should keep those running, man. It's always fun to hear from the community too.
Yeah, no, cheers, man. Look, that someone just commented in the chat earlier. I think it was Cherry said, I'm trying to find it in the chat, but pretty much like, yeah, one team, one fight. Like that's what I think it's about. That's what that space was about. And yeah, like the more we can kind of come together and put on a show of force is the better. And honestly, I was blown away by you guys, by everyone, the community, all the projects were kind of saying, yes, let's get on board. It was awesome. There was some great like little speeches and stuff. It was a bit of fun and goes to show that Cardano is definitely far from dead. So yeah, no, good stuff to everyone who participated. And that's what it is too. Everyone tuning in right now, listening, supporting, retweeting, liking, getting amongst it, getting in your favorite Discords, chatting about it. You're all part of it too. So shout out to you all.
Yeah, and again, let's do a little plug there. If you guys are enjoying it, if you're watching on the Spark Lab channel, or I think the description would be the same too for the other channels. All of our different socials, the Twitters, the YouTube channels, like go there, subscribe there, follow whatever channel you're watching on, like and subscribe to that. Because it does go a long way and it makes a big difference. Okay, absolutely. So Tommy, let's do the MX bill giveaway, and then I have one more really fun exercise that I think would be cool to end the night on. But yeah, I'll throw it over to Tommy, and then we'll get into the last event of the evening.
I feel like, has anybody not minted an MX bill on this panel yet, or not at least seen the experience?
Yeah, I haven't.
I have not.
Okay, well then we're gonna put the sound on for you guys. And Blake, I'm sorry if this is a family show on your side. We're gonna have a little bit of fun.
Let's do it.
Just get the sensor ready. Get the soundboard ready.
Shout out to Hydro and Trixon. He was able to find a way to go ahead and put a discount to my account, even just to do this mint over here to make it free, just so we can do this experience over here. So big shout out to them. And if you guys have not, go over there. The website. I'm not going to post it over here, but it's a super duper secret mint is over here. And it's a whole experience. Like it's got people really involved. My favorite part about it is just like clicking around and seeing all the different things that are here. My favorite's the sound effects. Like it's like it's just dumb little fun stuff. They got little lamps, all kinds of fun things. But we'll go in and we'll go to the Prinomat MX and let's make a bill over here for the whole community. So there's 825 of these left also on the public sale, by the way. You can click on these little buttons. They all have fun little sayings like just fun stuff like that. Let's see if this works over here. He's going to put a discounted mint for me. Eat shit over here. Okay.
How many of you minted, Tommy?
Minted? I don't know, man. I'm up there. I have 38 bills right now at MX. They're a pretty heavy holding of mine. But honestly, it's because of the experience. I have so much fun doing this. Like, it's just like one night, you get something new every time you do it. And I get to experiment in the fun. It's so loud.
Aventuras, emociones y grandes hallazgos con el álbum del Museo Nacional de Antropología.
The rising interest rates in general.
Not fan.
The journal.
So the fun part about all this right now is the transactions being built right in the background here. So when they turn the TV on, there's a nice little green button that pops up when it's ready. So that's just confirming on the blockchain, but they're doing this, they're hiding this all behind this experience right now, which is the fun part for them. And the reason that this is minting slow, most people are like, why is it's taking forever? And it's like, it's intentionally done this way so they can pace it for anybody in the public. Because right now it's 400 ADA, but what they're not telling you yet is that anybody who holds any of the other stuff that they have are going to get heavy discounts in the next rounds. There's 8 of these rounds. So this right now is meant to be a 400 ADA mint for anybody who doesn't own anything or just wants to get in at this price. But down the line, a lot of people are holding out because they want to get those discounted rates that are like 50 to like 90% off or something crazy. So it's pacing it fun, and they've actually been able to change the traits over the last few days when Trix's birthday was going on. So he was able to add birthday traits over here. And here we are. We get to build a bill real quick. So let's use chat, or maybe you guys on the panel. We'll go through each one of you and we'll build a bill for over here. So Blake, we'll start with you on the first thing. Numbers 1, 2, 3, or 4 over here. Yeah, Gary Gensler. I forget all these.
Yellen. I think number 2 is Yellen.
All right, you want 2?
Yeah.
All right. Nick, where do you want to go? What will prosper? Inflation, MFers, D-nuts, or tricks?
Let's go with tricks.
All right, perfect. We're going to KYC over here by just typing in some of these letters real quick. Block. Poison of choice. Art, degen, or tech?
We got to go with degen for snake.
100%. Important question, Heaps. What color is your underwear?
It's green.
Green. All right. Fair enough. A lot of people go commando. That's fair enough. We'll move on. Who's up next on the panel? Tom, I haven't heard you yet. We're going clean or dirty, Bill?
We'll go clean. Got a lot of dirty.
Clean. Fair enough. Who's next up over there? Chronic Chrissy. Tell me how many spins. I just did one right there. How many spins do you want to do? 3. All right. So we'll do 1, 2. Nails. All right. And then Blake or Chronic, you can go over there. Which cartel do you want to do? There's the Clowns, the Wino cartel, the 3-star Michigan, the Sketch Illuminati, Mothers of Fathers. Where do you want to go? Illuminati. All right. Bet. And now in the background, the transactions building. You can hit this little fun button right here. But no, if you guys have not experienced this, it's been a lot of fun, like just messing around with it. And the possibilities have been crazy. And like I said, Hoodro right now, he just recently had a new baby, so they introduced like the black band bills, and they have little baby faces on them, which is like a tie to like the real world stuff that they're doing. Trix's birthday was just going on, so they had some special 24-hour mint for Trix's like birthday celebration, where it was only Trix traits. And we know that there's going to be a bunch of crazy new traits that are going to happen, as this thing starts to evolve. So there's a joke going around inside the community of when MX bill it's going to be the next like 2, 3, like 4, 5, 6 years. But I don't know. There's a lot here that's like that people are trying to dig into. There's a vault hunt going on for the back of bills. They're one of ones that are currently nobody knows where that is right now. But there's tons of little clues inside of here. So I don't know. I always have fun with old money, and I tell people it's got to be something you kind of really dive into to understand. But I love the vibe that these guys have going on over here. It's been a lot of fun, to say the least. I don't know what your guys' thoughts of our old money wallets. It's all confirming in the background right now before it reveals. And Blake, you can dive into something while this is happening. I can back this off.
Yeah. I think I'm hearing some echo from the screen share. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's pop everybody back in here. Okay. Back to our regularly scheduled program. That's a really cool experience. I know that a lot of people are, my own mint included. It's just like keep it simple. Connect the wallet, hit mint, sign the transaction. Like people are good to go. But it's always fun when someone takes it that extra step and tries to really immerse somebody else into it. So they definitely did that, and also have the infamous Pixels mint that was very popular. So that's cool to see some of those different things in there. So what?
You are looking pretty fly, Chronic. I'm not gonna lie, man.
I was about to say, bro, where are you guys going out after this?
Appreciate you. I threw on a hooded sweatshirt and throw back my hat, but much love, everyone. Thank you.
Oh man. But yeah, no, I mean, I think that's what this is about too, is like as NFTs evolve, like there's going to be like these experiences too, right? Like everybody, like the gaming portion of this too. Like if you're in that media content and can be able, you have the opportunity or the means and methods to be able to do that. Like, why not make it fun if you're starting to do this stuff? Make it an experience, because people have a little more conviction or a little more like, I don't know, personalization with it when you do stuff like that versus like, hey, I'm just going to flip this right away as soon as I mint it this way. So I think these are fun ways to go about maybe building those communities too. But remember, it's the mint experience. They remember what they got. Remember talking about it with the community prior to it ever really taking off. So I don't know. I love stuff like this. Like the Pixels mint will always stick with me. When I first did that, it got me to create an Omni wallet way back when. So I don't know. It looks like our bill's about to be released over here. So Blake, I know you got a surprise over here right at the end.
I've got a surprise.
Here, I'm going to pull this up because we're revealing. I'll get rid of the audio on it so we don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
There we go. Can
Boom.
you see that? Perfect. All right. Bill is revealed. Let's take a look at what this is won. And then, we got a sketchy bill. Green is apparently sketchy underwear, Heaps. So let's see what we got. Oh,
ooh.
We got a nice little lady. What's that saying? GMDN. She's got some crazy looking eyes over there. So you got a nice little Tom. You went with the clean bill too, and it's got a little bit of dirtiness on there. So
it's got those stains on it that
the degradation
patterns. Yeah, degradation.
There you go. So hey, congrats! Shout out to the Old Money team, and then we got to find a way to give this away. So I don't know if we want to go back through Nightbot or something like that. That would make that easy enough for everybody over in chat. And then we can kind of let everybody filter in those keywords while we're talking.
If you want to do like active user maybe, or like, I don't know, whatever you want to do. Random number. We could do random number too.
Okay. I can do that. Keyword will be cool too. Or if you don't want the chat going crazy, I could do active users. I just don't know how that roll.
No, we could do keyword. Let's do keyword.
Okay.
MX.
Easy. I was going to go with MFer, but I got you.
All right, yeah.
All right, MFer will be the word.
I believe you have to enter on the Freedom 35ers YouTube channel. We still aren't for sure, but like let's do it.
Here, Blake, it'll be MFer, exclamation MFer, I believe is how it works over here.
All right.
Let's see if that works. And then I don't know. I don't have any eligible users yet. Oh, I got a couple of people starting to get in there. Exclamation MFER will be your not MX, MFER. MFer is going to be it.
I confused everybody.
You're good. No S on the end of that either. And we'll let that run. And then Blake, while everybody's entering that, I guess
I'll prep the next activity. So okay, this is only going to work if we do. It's going to have to be rapid fire. Okay, so shout out to O-Side for this idea and for putting it together. But what we've done is, I believe it's by volume, but we have a bracket of the top Cardano projects, and they're each going to go head to head. And what we're going to do is we're going to go around again really quickly. It's not going to be like let's analyze and decide. It's just like, what's your vote? There's 8 people in here, so if we get to a 4-4 split, we're going to have to include the chat to break the tie, and we're just going to see like how far different projects go, and like just have fun. Don't overthink it, and let's see who ends up kind of being the top dog amongst our group. And again, if it breaks a tie, then we can go to chat. Okay. I'll run a poll on my YouTube channel's like chat feature, so if you want to have that tab open, whatever. But yeah. So that's the preface, and then we'll jump right into it after this.
All right.
That sounds cool. I like it. While we wait, real quick, just to let everybody get in with the MFR, let me just shout out the projects that we were gonna do a raffle with.
Yeah.
So we have Bad Fox. There's going to be a key, and by the way, I'm gonna be giving away all these NFTs / whitelists in my Discord because we just can't do it all in one day. So there's gonna be a Bad Fox key, a Moneta NFT from Proxies, along with 1,000 proxy tokens, a Wolves of Rome NFT, 5 whitelists for the Soul Portals from Introverts, 10 whitelists for a new project called House of Scholars, 10 whitelists for Molga Kongs, 10 whitelists for, we already did Unbothered Wolves, 20 whitelists for Ada Mongrels, 20 whitelists for Savage Bears, and I think there was one more. Let me double check. Oh yeah, and 10 whitelists for Brave List version 2 from Brave Dogs. So all those are going to be given away in my Discord, most likely to holders, but we might do some general giveaways too for everybody.
Awesome.
All right.
That's sick. Shout out to Molga Kongs as well. That's a mint I'm looking forward to.
Let's go back over here. Oh, I'm sharing the MX screen. Oh, my bad. That's the wrong one. I'll check for everybody over in chat to make sure everybody's got.
If you want to keep running it, we can jump in.
I just made everybody over in chat who's current right now eligible. That way, because if you're in, it's only picking up people who are active in chat right now. So I'm going to run that just because some people are getting passed over and I don't want anybody to not get in. Let me make sure everybody's doing this real quick. And Oh, Tom.
Don't do it.
Tom.
909.
I caught it that time. I was ready for it.
All right. Looks like I'm ready to roll this whenever. We're gonna stop it now. And 3, 2, 1, roll it. Oh wow, they won earlier too. Did it share over on the stream?
Not quite. It's
Triple-
catching up. There it
You're on the
goes.
MX now. You're on the bill.
Yeah, but over in chat, triple threat.
Triple threat. Double win. Wow.
Double win over there. Congrats.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Sheesh.
Congrats to triple
congrats.
threat. There you go. Awesome. Congrats, guys. And thanks for everybody for entering. Triple threat. Go ahead and shoot TOMMY. I think you're over in our Discord. Just shoot me over a DM and I'll go ahead and get your address and we'll send that over. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you to the Old Money team for setting that up. It's always a fun time.
All right. Okay, cool. Okay, for the last activity of the evening, it is Osai did say it is by volume. So if your project is not on there, I'm very sorry. It's the top 64 by Trading Club. Okay, so here's the bracket. Again, rapid fire here, but yeah, this is
bracket fire.
Bracket fire, yeah. So we've got listed by seed as well. So I probably shouldn't even need to ask this question, but I'll open it up.
A 16 seed. Wow.
A 16 seed versus the Ape Society. We'll start. We'll always start in the same order just to make it go quick. So Tom will start, and then Chronic, Chrissy will give their own individual votes. Heaps, Block, Atlanick, myself, and then Tommy. If we have a tie, we'll go to chat.
Oh, we're shaking it up right off the start. Then I'm going artifact move.
All right, here we go.
Yes, the one vote.
If we would have been talking about bags, I would have picked that as well. But we're gonna go with Ape Society. We used to have a lot of moon.
What's the condition for these two? Like, what are we thinking? This is more
just off the cuff. Yeah, just gut feeling.
Okay.
Chrissy.
Oh, the Ape Society.
Okay. Heaps.
Got to go the Ape Society.
Block.
Ape Society. Yeah.
Nick.
Yep.
I say Ape Society as well. Tommy.
Yeah, it's an easy Ape Society.
All right. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so they'll
No
go
solidarity.
All right.
All right. Clumsy Ghost versus Ada and Vedas. Tom.
Ada and Vedas.
Okay.
Clumsy Ghost.
Clumsy Ghost.
Okay. Heaps.
Yeah, let's go Ghost.
Okay.
I'd say Clumsy Ghost for me.
I'd say Ghost.
Okay. Ghost as well.
I'm gonna go back to Eddie Z over in chat. Shout out to the Ada and Vedas over there. He's always
Yep.
right.
All right. CG wins. Makasi and Cardano bits. Tom.
I'll go Makasi. I got a couple Makasi.
Let's throw out the bits.
Okay.
Makasi.
Let's go
Ooh.
with Kristen. Go with Kristen.
No, you.
Ladies go first.
Heaps.
We're separate.
Makasi.
Makasi for me. Yeah.
Nick?
Makasi.
I'm gonna go bits. Tommy.
Yeah, Bits was the first big one I bought, so I'll go Bits.
Makasi wins 5-3. All right. Croc Club and Llamas.
Oh, Croc Club.
Crocs.
Croc Club.
Crocs.
Jason?
Crocs for me too.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a win.
Crocs. Yeah, Crocs.
Yep. Zombie Chains, Aeonium Sky.
Aeonium Sky.
Yeah.
Chains.
Okay. Heaps.
Let's go Chains.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Anomium Sky.
Okay.
Aeonium.
That's a 5-2.
Aeonium for sure.
Yep. Ore Mob and Melting Moon Boy.
I mean, because it's so hard with the ranking. You just want to go. I mean, Ore Mob.
Yeah,
That's one I'm disappointed I missed out on.
Yeah.
What do you think, Chronic Chrissy?
We both say
Ore.
Ore.
All right. Heaps.
Ore.
Jason? Yep. That's
Ore.
one.
Yep.
Or
Mad Dog Car Club Virtua.
Go Virtua. Go with the upset 7-10.
Virtual.
Virtua.
Jason? Or Heaps?
Virtua too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Virtua as
That's
well.
a 5.
Virtual, yeah.
Virtua. Pixels Hosky.
Ooh, that's actually hard.
I'll go Hosky.
All right.
I'm not in Dead Pixels.
Pixels as well.
I'm going Hosky.
I'm going Hosky too.
I'll go Pixels.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go Hosky.
Upset.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
Oh my word.
Where are we at? What's the tiebreaker right now, Rick?
Literally, it's 5-3 or whatever now.
I'm gonna go Hosky as well.
Whoa.
Yes, let's go.
Tommy?
Pixels.
Okay. That's a no, Hosky still wins. That's a 5-3.
Oh, okay.
5-3 for the Hosky upset. Wow. All right.
That's
Clay Nation and Cardania. That's a good matchup.
I'm gonna go Clay Nation.
Okay.
I'll say Clay Nation.
We love Cardania, but we got Clays as well. Clay Nation.
Keeps.
Clay.
Jason.
Clay.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough first round for Cardania. Equine.
Oh man, you're putting me.
I was
me
looking.
in here.
Okay, we shouldn't have put jelly cubes in here. Because, all right.
No
I
hard
was
feelings
looking-
either. Well, we got a bunch of equine people in
Okay.
here already.
Wait. Should we switch it out? I don't know if that's fair to put.
No,
Nah, you gotta run it, man.
All right, we run it.
He's over here.
Okay, all right.
I'm just looking at
Jason's gonna keep a list after this.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, Tom.
We're gonna go Jelly Cubes. Yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna stay off the list.
There we go.
The black book.
Yeah, I love what Jason's doing with jelly cubes, but my bag is heavy. Equine. Sorry, Jay.
Oh, it's all
We
good.
put 1 and 1 equine jelly cubes.
There you go.
Okay.
I just want to say, Jason Block, that my ADA handle is $heaps, and I'm voting jelly cubes.
Let's
right.
go.
Gave him the wallet handle.
Yeah, I'm gonna say jelly cubes.
Good
All right.
shit.
I'm also jelly. Tommy.
I'm saying
Yeah.
equine. No.
There you go. Yeah, no, jelly cubes. I like jelly cubes. I love
Old money
equine,
and clay clapes.
Oh,
And my fruits will prosper.
Anyone going for clapes? All right. Boom. Alley Cats Tavern Squad. Tom.
That's a tough one.
I'm gonna go Alley Cats.
Okay.
Same alley
I
cats.
say Alley Cats.
Okay. Keeps.
This is my vote right here.
Oh, okay. All right. That's 4 for Alley. Jason.
Alley Cats, yeah.
All right. That's a 5. I would go. I'm calling Tavern Squad on that, but
I like
got beat
Tavern
out.
too. I would go Tavern as well. I like Tavern.
I've just started some new raids. Salty Seagulls Overexposed. Tom.
The old 101.
I'm gonna go Overexposed.
Yeah, shout out Ren. Let's go overexposed.
Overexposed.
Okay. That's 3.
I have my own.
Keeps.
You know, I got to say, I like the Salty Seagulls Twitter presence, but yeah, I got to go with Overexposed.
Yeah, that's
Shout
4.
out to
Jason.
Paul Jeff.
Overexposed.
Yep. All right.
Overexposed for sure.
All right. Ballard Order Cardano Warriors.
Mallard.
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 Yeah. Yeah. Tough start for Cardano Warriors. Introverts Space Pugs.
Go Space Bugs.
Okay.
Go 10-7. Split again.
Introverts Chronic.
Introverts.
All right. Heaps.
Tough one. I'll
Yeah.
go introverts.
Introverts. Okay.
Introverts for me.
Yep.
Same. Introverts.
Introverts as well. All right.
Introverts, yeah.
Cornucopias Unbothered Wolves.
Corn.
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 Corn, yeah.
Cornucopias.
All right. Other side of the bracket. Pavia and JPEG Junkies.
Oh.
Pavia won. Harsh.
Just by trading volume, it's a number.
By
one.
Yeah, we got to go with Pavia. I mean,
Yeah. Powerhouse. Been
I'll
there
go
before
Pavia
for sure.
too.
Pavia.
Pavia.
Yeah, definitely Pavia.
Yeah.
All right. Block Owls Ghost Chain.
Ooh.
Block Owls.
Now you got a little spice.
I love how chat's votes as well. I love seeing
I
that.
know, I do too.
I'm waiting for the first deadlock. That's going to come in
I
fun here.
know. That's going to be really interesting. This could be it right here, actually. Tom? Tom, did you vote?
Block Owls.
Okay.
Yeah, got to go with the block owls.
Mm-hmm.
Block Owls. We like Ghost Chain.
Heaps.
I'm gonna go Ghost Chain.
Okay. Jason?
Block
Oh,
Owls.
that's Block Owls though.
I'm gonna
Nick?
go Ghost Chain.
Okay, here we go. See? Tommy?
Block Owls.
Yeah, I go Block Owls as well. All right. Go check out their Jabby Z Mint.
Almost.
Dirt Birds and Book.io. That's a tough one.
Mm.
That's a tough one, at least
How
in
do
my
you
mind.
prefer your utility?
I gotta go Derp. I still gotta go Derp. They got
I'm
the
going
showing shit.
book.io.
Derp.
All right. We're okay. Heaps.
This is so hard for me, but I think I'm going to lean toward Derp just because of more community activity that I see. But both really good projects. Like
Jason.
Book's doing some cool stuff.
Derp for me too.
Nick.
Mark Cuban. Go with Book.
I also go Book. Tommy.
Derp.
Oh, we almost had the 4-4. Dirt Bird wins. Both great projects. Aqua Farmers, Ratsdow.
Aqua Farmers.
Yeah, Aqua Farmers.
Yep.
I'll go Ratsdow.
Okay. Jason.
Aqua Farmers.
Yep.
Aqua.
Atlantic.
Yep.
I'll go
Okay.
right now.
I vote Aqua Farmers. That's a
Aqua
5.
Farmers.
That's a 6-2. Goat Tribe, Crypto Dino.
Goats.
Goat Tribe.
Crypto Dinos because they got me in the Cardano game. Like,
Okay.
kind of.
Yep. Heaps.
I was gonna
Goats.
attempt it. I didn't have the confidence.
Goats. Nick.
Just practicing that.
I'll go Goats.
All right.
Goats. Yeah.
Dead Rabbits, Havoc Worlds.
Going rabbits.
Dead rabbits.
Dead Rabbits.
Yeah, rabbits, I guess.
Okay. Nick.
Rabbits.
Rabbits.
All right. Shout out to Havoc Worlds though. They have some great art. Mandrels, Goofy Gophers.
Goofy
Goofy
Gophers.
Gophers.
Oafs.
Heaps.
Goofy Gophers.
Jason.
Same.
Yep.
All right. Boss Cat, Ape Nation.
Cats.
Yeah, we gotta go Boss Cat.
I'll go Cats.
You all good on cats?
Yo, I'm giving Ape Nation the vote just because shout out to the Wolf
Yep.
and J Rod's Crypto.
Yep.
Shout out to those guys.
Shout out. Wait, how did it go? What did I do? What did I do differently there that made it go into that bracket? Anyways, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, Space Buds, Goombles. Ooh, that's a tough matchup for Goombles right there.
Goombles.
I love Googles. I don't know if they have it in it for the odd set though. I gotta go Space Buds.
Yeah, 16 seed, tough.
Yeah.
Damn, man, what a tough round.
Yeah.
Welcome to Cardano, Nash.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't honestly don't know how that got centered. I'm trying to figure it out on the fly. Okay. Smooth Yetis and Keyboard Warriors.
I'll go quick.
Wait.
Quick.
Yep. Whoops.
Also, sorry, I
Disco
love Nash.
Solaris and Iconicos.
Disco.
Disco.
Shout out Papo, Disco.
Heaps.
Disco.
Jason.
Disco.
Mutants and Cardano Trees.
Well, as much as I love mutants, I gotta go trees.
I say trees.
Mutants.
Damn, I love mutants a lot, but trees were one of the first NFTs that I went into, and they're just the vibe, like the feeling it gives me in those days was insane.
Jason.
Agree.
OG project.
I have to go Mutants.
Nick?
I'm going Mutants.
Mutants. But I know 3 trees though.
Throw
5 to 3.
four trees. Don't hey, let's
Wait, who did? Wait, 4 trees?
Tom, Chrissy,
Tommy.
And so that's our first 4-4.
Ooh.
Okay,
Ooh,
so
there
we're going to the YouTube chat. All right, you have to go over to my channel. All right, so I'm gonna make a poll. Start a poll. Mutants. Whoops. Which?
Ooh, I
Why
love
could
the
I not type?
OGs. The OGs are showing up for trees. Even
Which
though
is
they're-
better?
I love it. I love to
We're
see
go-
it. Like,
We're going
I
over.
wasn't
We're
sure
going
if
over.
anybody even know
Yo,
about
shout
it.
out, special
Look at
shout
all
out
these.
to
Mutants.
Eltano, the king of kings. Shout out to them. Shout
Ask
out
your
to Damien.
community.
Let's go.
Okay, which is better, trees or mutants? You have to go to the Spark Lab. You have to go to the Spark Lab
Trees are
YouTube
right.
channel. Mutants at a 71%. Oh, mutants are taking over.
Oh, oh, what's happening?
Dosan.
Oh, there's a lot more
Two
mutants here.
picks that didn't
Shout out
happen.
to the mutants, though.
Go.
Shout out to the mutants.
Shout out to both for.
Yeah, both are great. Both are great. We'll do another like 20 seconds because I know there's a delay in the stream and everybody's trying to jump over. Jump over to the Spark Lab YouTube channel just for a second. If you're on another, watching from another channel. 17 votes for mutants. I know there's a lot more people watching. Trees started to edge it back.
Okay.
The OGs have come in. I think there's more OGs who are like at the Freedom 35ers who have come over.
I love mutants too. I'm not no disrespect.
Me too,
But,
yeah.
but trees is literally what got our podcast started. The profits that I
All
made.
right,
On
I think I'm going to call it. It's fair to call it?
Yep.
All right, fair to call it for the mutants.
Good run.
Congrats.
I love the
Congrats.
mutant raffles. I was addicted to them for too long.
Oh yeah.
All right, Raccoon Syndicate, Bright Pals.
Raccoons.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yummy Universe Board Club.
Oh, Board Club.
Yummy.
I'm just kidding. Yummy.
I was like, Tom, really spicy Tom coming out. Unsigs Baby Alien Club.
Unsigs.
Jesus.
Unsigs.
Me too.
Unsigs.
I'm gonna go Baby Alien Club.
On six.
On Sigs.
Chilled Kongs Collectors Club.
Kongs.
Yeah, Kongs.
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 All right, that is round one. I know this is taking a little bit longer than.
No, this is a great game, honestly. I'm having fun with this. Yeah.
Yeah, this is good. All right, so now we're in the second round. All right, this is where it's going to get tough. All right, TAS versus Clumsy Ghosts. Wait, why did I put CG? Yeah, no, CG. That's right.
Taz.
Mm-hmm.
Taz.
Anybody for Clumsy Ghost? All right.
Sorry, Clumsy.
Bakassi and Cardano Croc Club.
Croc.
Crocs.
Crocs.
Croc.
Maybe.
Crocs?
Crocs.
Yeah, Crocs.
Aeonium Sky versus Ore.
Ooh, art. Battle of the art.
Battle of the
Aeonium
Art
Sky.
right here.
Battle of the
Aeonium
Art.
Sky for me.
Hey,
Aeon Sky.
Aeonium.
Aeonium.
I might go with Ore.
Okay. Jason's going Ore.
I'm going to Aeonium.
Anybody else going Ore? Once, twice.
Chronicles.
Aeonium Sky. Virtua versus Hosky.
Virtua.
Yeah, Virtua on that one.
Hosky.
Hosky can't do it twice.
Hosky. I'm going Hosky.
Hosky.
Going Hosky.
I'm going Virtua.
Nick's going Hosky. Tommy?
Virtua.
I'm also going Virtua. Virtua wins on that. Clay Nation versus Oh wow, Clay Nation versus Jelly.
They got Nash first. Now they got me. I'll take the L.
Going Clay Nation.
Clay.
Gotta go Clay.
Yeah, gotta
Yeah.
go Clay. No offense, no offense. That's actually probably the best way to go out. You went out to
I
Clay.
went out against the top. Yeah.
Yeah, Old Money Alley Cats.
Old money.
Old money.
Old money.
Old
Go
Money.
Old money.
Okay. All right. Overexposed and Mallard Order.
Mallard.
Mallard.
Quack. Mallard.
Mallard. Introverts versus Corn.
Corn.
Introverts, man.
Introverts.
Corn.
Corn.
2 for introverts.
2 for corn so far.
Corn.
I go Corn.
What's the rating right now?
I've only got 2 introverts and the rest I guess are Corn.
So I guess Corn won. Yeah.
All right, other side of the bracket. We've got Pavia and Block Owls.
Man, give me Block
Block
Owls.
Owl.
Block owls.
Block Owls.
Block Owls, the dark horse in the race. Let's go.
Yes.
Block Owls takes over Pavia. Now we got Dirt Birds and Aqua Farmers.
Give me
Derp.
Dirt.
Derps.
Dirt.
Steps.
Somebody clip that. They're gonna
Crawfish is
clip that
so
tomorrow.
mad about Virtua being picked over Husky. Dirt Birds. We're gonna get some heated. It's gonna get heated here real fast. Goats versus Dead Rabbits.
Dead rabbits.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go Dead Rabbits.
I'll say goats.
I'll go goats.
Goats.
So we've got 3 goats.
Rabbits.
Tommy, I think you're the. I've got Dead Rabbits. What do you got?
I got rabbits as well.
Yeah, that's a 5-3. Okay. Dead Rabbits. Goofy Gophers and Boss Cat.
Goofy Gophers.
I'm going
Gophers.
Gophers, yeah.
Gophers.
I'm going
Gophers.
Gophers too. I'm surprised all of you guys went Gophers. I'm going Gophers too, but
Gophers.
I had to think hard about that one, but I
Ooh,
guess
Buds
y'all
and
didn't.
Quick. Buds and Quick.
Buds.
Buds.
Yeah, Space Buds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
love
Buds.
Quick. Shout out to Quick.
Yeah,
Those are
that's a
team
tough one.
legends.
That's a tough
Great
matchup.
art.
Disco versus Mutants.
Mutant.
5-4 seed matchup.
I say disco.
I'm gonna go disco as well.
I'm going mutants.
I'm gonna go mutant.
I'll go mutant as well.
I'll go mutants.
Mutants. 5-3. Good run, Disco. Raccoon and Yummy.
Oh man. Oh
Yeah,
man, that's a tough
rough
one.
one.
Wow.
Oh,
Hurts
that's my
Tommy.
heart.
I passed.
I love Timmy and Kiami.
Tom
That's
passes.
tough.
He's not voting. He's abstaining for votes.
Give me the coons, the raccoons.
Okay. That's 2 RS.
I'll go Yummy.
All right.
I gotta go Yummy.
Okay. 2 Yummy.
Yummy.
3 Yummy.
I'm gonna go yummy.
4 Yummy. Tommy's gonna go 5 Yummy. So
It sounds like we already got a winner. So
yeah, we do have a winner.
yeah.
Unsigs and Chilled Kongs.
And we gotta go with Chill Kongs just because we do. Got to. Really.
Yeah.
Kongs.
3 on
I'll go
Kongs.
Kongs as well.
4 on Kongs.
Gotta be Kongs, yeah.
Okay. All right, that's the end of round 2. Round 3. We're getting to the quarterfinals here. TAS and Cardano Crocs Club.
Gotta go with Taz.
Society.
Taz.
All right. They make it into the quarter. Oh, no, wait, no. Yeah, round of 16. Now they're in the quarters. Aeonium Sky and Virtua.
Oh my God.
Two
Stick
totally
with
different
Aeonium Sky.
projects.
I'll stick with Aeonium Sky.
Sure, just
I'm gonna say Aeonium. I like their art.
And Chronic, you said Virtua?
Virtua.
All right,
I'll
so
go
2
Virtua.
Aeonium, 1. What?
Virtua.
2 Virtua, 2 Aeonium Sky.
I'm gonna go Aeonium Sky.
3 Aeonium Sky.
I'll say Aeonium.
Gonna
That's
get
4.
harder and harder too.
I'm gonna. Oh man, that's really, really tough. That's really tough. I'm gonna go Virtua. That's 3 to 4.
Yeah, I'm going Aeonium.
That's a 5-3. Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Aeonium Sky makes it to the quarters. Clay Nation and Old Money.
Go Clays.
Damn,
Clay Nation.
Oh, that's hard, but
that is hard.
2 Clays.
Clay.
Clay.
gotta go Clay.
Play.
Yep.
Old money, baby. Let's go. MFers. I'll go down.
Mallard
with the ship.
Order versus Corn.
Let's go with Mallard.
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 I'm gonna go. All right. Well, it looks like I already lost, but I love me some Corn. Okay. Block Owls versus Dirt Birds.
Block.
Owls.
Block Owls.
Oh,
Like
man.
Owls.
I was gonna say dirt.
The birds.
Block Owls.
Block Owls.
Derp.
2 Dirt. 2 Dirt. Dead Rabbits and Goofy Gophers.
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 Wow, that's crazy.
I'll throw a rabbit vote in.
I'll throw a rabbit as well,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's a 6-2 Gophers. Oh, Buds and Mutants.
Buds.
It's gotta be Buds for me.
Buds.
Buds.
Buzz.
Yummy versus CK.
Yummy.
I'll go Yummy.
Gotta be
Yummy?
Yummy.
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 All right, semis. TAS versus Aeonium Sky.
Taz.
Leave Society taking them down finally.
It's gonna be hard.
Anybody voting Aeonium Sky?
They had a good run. I love the Aeonium Sky.
They did have a good
Yeah.
Mhm.
run. Clay Nation versus Mallard Order.
Oh,
That's a good one.
oh my god, man.
Wow.
Mallard.
Oh, Mallard Order's in the chat too.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's
Mallard.
a big one.
I am actually gonna pick Mallard Order, not just because Demos is listening in, but I'm
Yeah,
putting
I was
Mallards
gonna
here.
say I no cap. I was like, Demo just does such a good job that I'm gonna have to go Mallard, but like, yeah, it's
So that's
it's close.
so Jason and Heaps are Mallard. Chronic Chrissy, you guys
Mallard.
are both Mallard.
I'm Mallard.
I'm gonna be the deciding factor, I guess. I'm gonna skip me, guys. You
All
go.
right, Tom.
That's
I'll
like
answer this.
one.
That's 4 Mallards already. I'm gonna go Nation. I'm gonna go Clay Nation.
Did Nick go?
I'm gonna go Clay.
That's 2 Clays.
Ooh, I'm going Mallard order.
Well,
All right.
Mallard
There you go.
Phillips.
TMO takes over Clay Nation. Wow.
Wow. I mean, I would say that's an upset.
I'm
That's a big
shocked.
upset.
I'm honestly shocked.
That next round is gonna be rough.
Wait, what did I do? Did I do something wrong? Someone said I voted. Wait, what did I say?
I didn't think you did anything wrong.
Okay. All right. Block Owls versus Goofy Gophers for the semifinal spot.
I'm going Block Owls.
Wow.
I love
It's
it.
gonna make it 3 then. Block
I'm going Block Owls.
Wow.
I'll go
say
Goofy.
Gophers.
One Gopher? Any other Gophers?
Also,
I'll go
Demos,
Gophers.
you did pay me to
Gophers.
say that, man. What are you talking about? No.
Yeah. What? I go Gophers.
So I have 3 Gophers. No, there's not 4 Gophers, right? All right. Block Owls wins.
Wow.
Damn, really?
This is great.
Buds and Yummy.
I'll say
Tom,
Buds.
Yummy.
I gotta go
Yeah.
Buds, man.
I'll say Yummy.
That's 2 Yummy.
I'm going to go Buds.
Heaps. Buds.
Yeah, Buds.
Nick.
Buds.
Buds.
Yummy.
All right. The quarter or the final 4.
Final four.
TAS versus Mallard Order.
Mallard.
TAS.
That could be a championship round right there.
Yeah.
We're basically there at this point. Mallard Order versus TAS. Tom.
Mallard Order. The upset.
Gotta go with Taz. Much
Taz.
love, Demo. You
We
know.
love Mallard Order.
Yeah, we love him.
All right. 2 for Taz, 1 for Mallard. Heaps.
I'll go Mallard.
2 for Mallard, 2 for Taz. Jason.
Dude, I'm literally so close with both these founders. Like, I can't pick one. I talk to both of them pretty often. So skip me unless I need to tie break it.
Nick.
Taz.
Well, Tommy's gonna pick Mallard, right?
Yeah, you're gonna ruin the surprise, but yeah, I gotta go Mallard, dude. I just much love the team. Shout out to Apes.
Yeah. Hey, this is all for fun. Like we're not. Yeah, we're all having a good time.
No, whatever you pick, the other one that means you hate their product.
Yeah, you hate their guts, right? Sounds like politics.
Demo, you didn't send me an invite, bro. Payback's a biatch.
I'm gonna do TAS. So that's a 4-3, Jason. If you want to weigh in, or you let
or
TAS
you put it
win.
to the community, or put it to the community.
I do think this would be an interesting community poll, though. I think this is the closest one, in my opinion, so far.
All right, let's take it to the community.
Take it to the community.
Go to the Spark Lab YouTube channel. We're gonna start a poll: TAS versus the Mallard Order.
Ooh, where's that Mallard engagement now? Let's see.
Oh, it's gonna win in this poll right here. There's a lot of everybody in the chat. I'm seeing this.
Lots of Mallard up.
TMO, TAS.
You're gonna see the Twitter raid pop up over.
Here we go. Let's see who wins it. Take it to the 4-4.
Oh, guys, get clicking.
Wow.
This is gonna be
50-50.
Ooh.
Yeah, and here comes the
Mallards
Mallard.
are coming.
Here come the Quackers.
Quack, flying V, baby. Flying in a freaking
Oh,
clock.
Taz is making a
60-40.
Uh-oh. I love this.
Edge of my seat.
All right.
Another maybe 20-30 seconds. Wait for the delay. But it looks like Mallard Order is going to take it.
Yeah, it's going to take it.
Uh-oh. Community, where's the Aces? Are they awake right now? Wake them up.
You're not.
60-40.
Got the Death God in the chat. They're not gonna down. Yeah, they took it, bro. Ain't no way they're gonna.
We're calling it.
Good poll.
There you
Good
go.
poll.
Nice poll.
Buds versus Block Owls. Block Owls makes it into the top 4.
Dark
Yeah,
Horse.
that's
Final
amazing.
4. Block Owls versus Buds.
Momentum. I'm going Block Owls.
I go Block Owls.
Yes, I am 3.
3 Block Owls. Heaps is speechless.
You got a bag bias, bro.
I'm gonna go Block Owls too, believe it or not.
That's a 4 for Block
4,
Owls.
bro. So what is that? We're going to the chat.
Hold on, who are they going up against again?
Hey,
Buds.
hey, dollar
Buds.
sign,
Nobody.
one,
No one.
and I
No,
can
no.
change my vote.
I'm going Buds. I have to vote Buds. I have to.
Yeah,
I
I
need some
agree.
Bud.
All right.
I'm going-
Keeps
I'm going-
Buds.
Buds.
Yeah,
That's a 4-4.
I like
That's a
Cardano. If you
4-4
like
as
Cardano,
well.
you gotta go Buds.
He's just like, if you like Cardano, you need to do Buds. Like,
All right, we're going back.
It's one of those political votes, man.
Yeah, right. If you like Cardano, you need to take Buds.
Versus Block Owls.
Yeah.
What is it, Block Owls, man?
Back to the poll. Back to the poll.
Oh, I love the poll.
Now, what would this vote have been like in round 1?
Community vote. Community vote. Heaps is going to sign into his other accounts and start voting for Buds.
Right.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I see his screen switching. 75, 71 for Buds. I think 22 votes for Buds, or 22 votes total.
Yeah, Buds.
70-30. Yeah. Block Owls, though, with a top 4 finish. That's
I know.
very impressive.
Oh, shout out to Block Owls.
Shout out.
I think we're fair to call that there.
Yep.
Buds is the winner there.
All
right, so it's Buds versus Mallard order.
You know, I'll...
look at Heaps there.
I'm gonna go Mallard still. I'm gonna go Mallard still. I'm happy for Buds to make the final, but Mallards just have that engagement, that activity from Demos and the community. Whereas, as you can just see from just now, Spacebud, that's all it's missing. Spacebud has the legacy, the first project. Ail's doing some cool stuff, but not the same presence. So my vote is with Mallards.
Go Mallard.
There you go.
Also,
wait, what's everyone?
So Demo, you got to drop us all the invitation, all 8 of us, just so we
yeah.
project free advertisement.
I think this one's like just what you're voting on. I feel like historical significance and just like Cardano development's Buds,
right.
but I feel like as far as like a community and a project that's like trying to get exposure on this chain, then Mallard order.
Of course.
So I don't know, man. That's like a toss up. It depends what you care about.
I think Buds kind of have that invincibility, right? Because they were first and because they did what they did and they have, their founder. It's just kind of like they don't really have to do anything per se in order for them to go up. So I think, I got to go with Buds.
I'm probably leaning on Buds right now too.
2 Buds, 2 Mallards.
Ooh.
That's a good point, because if Demos rugged and Mallards kind of stopped doing anything, they would go down. Whereas Spacebuds will forever be, Ails could leave, doesn't matter. Like, it's still going to be etched in legacy, being, the first large collection.
I don't know, man. This is like the prototype versus the evolution right now.
Yeah.
True.
We're going based on better project.
It's completely subjective.
Yeah, that wasn't the criteria.
I wrote better project on his poll. I'm just trying to rationalize in my head where my head goes of how I approach the situation. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. I just got in Buds too finally after all these years.
Votes are currently, I think I've got 2-2 on Mallard order, but at least from Tom, what did you say?
Mallard.
All right, so I got Chronic Chrissy.
Mallard.
Heaps is still Mallard, so that's 4. And then Jason and Nick were both Buds. So that's a 4-2. I'm gonna go Buds. That's a 3-4. Tommy is the tiebreaker.
See, the thing is, if a tiebreaker goes to the community, most likely,
I mean, Mallard's gonna
crush it.
Yeah.
Can you put the vote out anyway? I'm curious.
Yeah.
We'll put it out. We'll put it out.
If I had to go, though, if I was picking, I'd probably go Mallard right now.
All right, so that's a 5-3 then.
Go Mallard.
So, but just for fun, let's do the vote. Let's see what people say. Let's start a poll. I don't have to put a question. Okay. Buds and then TMO.
I hear be the curveball where Buds just show up and crush him.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
Heyo. 50-50. 50-50. 40. Oh. Oh, wow.
I'm surprised.
Mallard voted buds.
Some mallards respect the buds.
I appreciate that respect.
So do I gotta say.
So I feel like I'd argue the opposite. If Ales just disappeared, disassociated from that project, that I don't think it would have as much
Oh,
longevity.
interesting.
Well,
Well, you know,
personal opinion.
yeah, I like Mallard Order just said, even we know this, I love TMO for life, but Space Buds gave us all life, which is, I
Sure.
think, a good way of putting it. Like,
Sure.
all NFTs are here because of Space Buds, really. I mean, on Cardano, I should say.
That is true.
But in terms of the content creators on the screen, the vote was 5-3 to the Mallard Order. So
And the community vote goes to Bud. So
Community
we're
vote
both
goes to
winners. There it is.
Well, it's kind of funny. CryptoHeaps, you've been arguing for buds.
Yeah,
but you
what
voted
was
Mallard,
that
so
switch?
I'm like kind of confused.
You can't take it too seriously.
The fan, whatever you
just answer.
To be honest, Block, I was actually thinking it would go to a vote. I thought it would be, or I thought Buds would win anyway, like even through our vote. So I was like, oh, I'll just keep going for Mallards because I wanted to see what a vote would look like.
Oh, well, like 26 votes. It looks like TMO did take it.
Oh, it
There you go.
I did not end the poll yet.
Uh,
Unless somebody switched their... I don't think you can switch your answer.
The old switcheroo.
Well, there you go.
that was fun. We should do more of these.
There you go. That's the bracket. Thanks to Oside for that fun idea. That was a good way to
Great, yeah.
end the show.
Very cool.
Check back next year and see how it plays out.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. All right. Well, I guess I can open it up for any more final thoughts. But yeah, if you guys, the description's there. All the socials, all the channels are there for you to follow and subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, it's been a fun night. Of course, we went longer than we had expected, which is not surprising at all. But we're still, unless there's something crazy in the next 15 minutes, we stayed under the 3-hour mark, which is still, I think, a good pat on the back for us to make it that short. But
That many giveaways too.
yeah, that was a good amount of giveaways as well. Yeah, so that was good. TMO are the champions of the bracket challenge. Some good projects in there.
Yes,
It shows how extensive our ecosystem really is, and that's just the top 64.
Yeah, that's
yeah, pretty amazing.
Yeah. Shout out to you all. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks
Yeah.
Blake for kind of organizing it. Thanks to all you legends for joining me / us today. But yeah, everyone who tuned in, voted, participated, liked, retweeted, comment. Shout out to you.
Heck yes. We couldn't do this without y'all. So thank you for being here and joining.
Yeah.
It's been a fun time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we definitely got to do that. We always say we got to do it more consistently, but we really should do this every so often. And yeah, I would just say, like, check out Blake's Spark Labs Mint too. Like, they went public today. Like, join their Discord, check it out, learn a little bit about the project. Yeah, that's all I would say.
Agreed.
Thanks a lot, man. That means a lot. Really appreciate it. There's been a lot of support, and yeah, we'll be around.
Hey,
We'll be growing.
if you guys
You
are
did
also-
something. You did the hard thing, which is you made the move.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times it's hard to make those steps, and like you took an uncomfortable step, man. So like, no matter what, respect to you. Like,
Yeah.
good stuff, man. I know we had combos in real life too. We both live in North Carolina, but yeah, dude, like, you got this, Blake. I believe in you, and you know, even for the Freedom 35ers guys, that's what I was saying. If you ever want to launch a project, like, you can always hit me up or Blake up or Heaps up or Chronic up, Chrissy, whatever, and Atlanick. We can all give inputs too.
Yeah, no, we appreciate that. And big shout out to everybody here who shows up, man. It's been fun. It's crazy that we've done 3 of these already, and we're pushing our 9 months since the last. But huge shout out to everybody on this panel. Thank you guys for what you do in Cardano. Thanks for allowing us to be a part of this. And if you guys are liking this video, if you're in the Spark Labs channel, especially hit that like button down there. Make sure you subscribe to his content. I know you guys are already subbed to Blake stuff. Make sure you just sub to every single person on this panel if they have the YouTube and that link down below. If you're on our channel, thank you guys for showing up. You can also consider subscribing. This has been a CNFT live, and man, I've been having a fun night doing this. Blake, we got to pipe this up, keep the energy up right at the end.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So,
Have some fun with it. That's the main thing, man. Have fun, especially if you guys are up. Anybody in the chat right now who's thinking about doing content creation or maybe wants to get on just a video stream or something like that. It's the whole point of what Spark Lab is doing too, is to promote these content creators inside of our space, man. So if you guys are thinking about it, just start it, man. That's the best advice that we could give probably anybody here, is if you guys are thinking about it, do it. Now it's the best time to do it, because there's really not too much competition. So enjoy it. If you got something to add to the space, you're going to continue to grow. And man, I just shout out to all you guys, all the content creators out there.
All right.
100%, man. And just remember, we have other whitelists and other NFTs to give away. I'll be giving it away in my Discord. So not to steal all the thunder away from all these amazing people, but yeah, I'll be trying to give those away, either probably a mixture of like this week and next week, just because there's so many. I don't want to like just go crazy. So yeah, just check it out.
For sure.
Awesome.
All right, guys. With that, we are finished for CNFT Live episode 3. We will see you who knows when, but we'll be back. All right.
Take care.